It's working. Hi. Hello? Is everyone dead? Everyone's dead.
I muted my mic in the
so
streaming software, and I was talking, but it turns out if I mute it there, maybe it just gets muted.
Nice. I have to update for once. Amazing.
I keep forgetting to update, and it's run smoothly, so... I mean, if it runs...
It lets you connect when it's out of date?
I mean, you have to manually update it, don't you?
Yeah, if you've just not been doing it.
I keep forgetting. It's worked so far, so...
I'm surprised it lets you connect. Oh god. How do I play this system? I need like an external character sheet that I can just read over.
You can pop... I think you can pop out the character sheet. I'm pretty sure I did it once, and because I did it, I didn't know how to, like, undo it, and there was a problem. I can't remember, though. Clipboard. I'm probably wrong. I mean, if you want, I think, like, there is, like, a couple of really good character builders, and you could just build it in one of them and just keep it on the side.
I do have one that I always forget the...
Path Builder's my go-to because it's basically D&D Beyond for Pathfinder, but instead of a monthly sub, it's like £5 just for everything.
I think that's the one I use. Yeah, this is the one I've been on and off using.
I just keep my character in there and keep track of it, because when you level up in Foundry, it doesn't tell you, you know, everything you get.
Yeah.
And it's hard to keep track of it all. I revamped my character from last session because I was finding that as a hello.
Sorry, I'm late.
By like what? 1
minute? 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
It feels weird not having Ro and the bear. Has he actually missed a session?
I think so. Missed one.
Yeah.
Huh. Fair.
Why's my AC different on that? That's
so how is everyone?
Amazing.
Yeah. Good. Alive.
Oh, I'm level 1. That's probably why.
I'm alright, Josh. How are you?
Oh.
I'm doing pretty fabulously, thank you very much.
Pretty fabulously.
Got a bowl of mint imperials. That always improves the day.
Oh wow.
God.
You are a classy human being.
Chinese and Indian places? What?
What's a mint imperial?
Bro, how you be British and not know what a mint imperial is?
I'm gonna...
It's a mint, but it's round and it's hard on the outside and hard but slightly less hard on the inside.
It's those mints you get at restaurants.
Yeah, I only ever see them there.
Okay, I'm googling.
You can buy them in a shop.
I want to see what that's.
They're like a hard outside, like the shape of a large, like, skittle.
They are toothbreakers.
Like soft, like soft chalk, I guess.
Be careful, John. Your teeth are in danger.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's... I typed in mint imperials and it just... Oh no, that makes more sense. It came with like a restaurant and different restaurants, which, you know, that's not what I was looking for.
No, it's a restaurant called Mint Imperials.
I don't know if it was... I had to type candy on the end to get... Oh, I see. That looks... It looks like a mint. Like a standard mint.
It is a mint.
Sadly, that is what I can get because they do it locally. But sadly, there is no, like... I live too rurally for there to be an actual place that does, like, fancy sweets nearby.
The internet exists, Josh.
I know that the internet is crap for getting on. There's particular ones that I like, and I can only find them at like old-timey sweet shops.
Convenient.
that
Oh,
have,
old-timey
the
sweet
ones,
shops.
Old-timey sweet shops.
I
The ones that
mean,
have been like that are in a city and have been at that one place for like 80 years and that kind of a thing.
Ah,
Oh.
Like cream violets. Oh, those are
That
amazing.
was a cream violet.
Exactly. They are like.
that just sounds vile.
It is. It's flavored lavender.
Does it taste like vials? I mean,
No,
violets.
It's lavender flavored.
that's basically violet flavored.
How does lavender taste like?
It's
Violet.
delicious. It's a lovely, like floral light thing, and it's like, I guess it's just sugar, but it's like this real crumbly exterior that all goes
Oh,
gooey
I
when
know
you eat it.
exactly what you're on about. You get them in those like packs of mixed sweets. They're like little like tablet ones, aren't they?
No, so the tablets are the super condensed versions that have no texture to them. They taste the same, but these
Right,
ones are like the size and shape of a walnut each.
Jesus Christ.
That
like
sounds
too much.
large.
Yes, but they're also like, instead of being hard, they're crumbly.
Okay.
So they, they're basically puffed up with a lot of air. But so good.
Okay. It's fair. I don't.
They're right. They're not the worst.
I don't eat.
Well, the ones that I've had aren't the worst, at least.
There's a candy shop in like where my brother lives, but like no, I don't ever visit it. It's just there.
Yeah, the trouble is, if I ever want to get anything like that, I have to try and get it from a wholesaler, and they're usually.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
Hope I didn't miss too much.
Just talking about sweets, buddy.
Wholesaler. That's like Costco, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you get a ton of them.
I mean, I don't tend to get them, is the thing. When I got them, I would go into an actual shop that is like walls and walls of glass jars full of different stuff.
Oh, I've been in one of those shops. It's like from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. Sadly, the only one that was near me,
All real
I've
life.
now moved about 100 miles away from it, and also it shut down.
Ah, that's a shame.
I believe
Yeah,
they
I'm in
sell
town, I live
clothes now.
Cloves. That's a.
Are
That's
they
a
edible
leap.
clothes?
Oh,
No,
oh
as far as I'm
wow.
aware.
I mean, to be fair, that wouldn't be so bad, because sometimes I get hungry, and if my clothes were edible, that would fix that.
That would be a waste.
I guess.
A quarter of .co.uk is coming up on a search, which sounds the business.
That's what they look like.
Oh, let's see, nonsense, sweets.
They don't look
God.
appetizing.
No,
They're
they look like
delicious.
bonbons.
What is? I can't even. I click on it and it not come.
They're they look like little pumpkins, but purple, and
Oh.
kind of malnourished.
Malnourished pumpkins.
Yeah.
That's an interesting description.
Malnourished.
They look like bath bombs to me.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh god. What are they called again, Josh?
Cream violet?
Violet creams.
Damn it, I was so
Violet
close.
creams. It was pretty
It's
good.
weird, because they're lavender, not violet.
But they're violet colored. They're violet colored.
The lavender is also a colour.
Yes, it is, and a flower, I think.
Yeah, but they aren't really lavender coloured.
Are they not?
No, they're violet coloured.
Colour.
At some point, I also need to. At some point, I want to learn how to make fudge.
Which is
Because
good.
there was I went to a Dickensian fair a while ago, and they had some amazing fudges. They had a lavender and gin fudge. Oh, that's good.
I
Huh.
like your lavender.
I love lavender. It's a great flavour.
I had some lavender ice cream
Hey,
once.
When I have incense, I usually have lavender incense.
Josh, I'm not sure these are violet creams. Because something else is coming up on the internet, or they might be called something else,
Green
but
violet. Green violets.
they're chocolate coated violet creams, apparently chocolate coated.
Uh,
Maybe
anyway,
it's a
this
different.
isn't a night of help Josh find sweets.
This is a night of Josh finds sweets.
It
What,
could
you
be.
found it?
Yeah,
I've got
I mean,
some completely different coming up. I've got chocolates with a creamy center that presumably taste like violets.
that's what I found. I mean, they're not pink, but you know,
Oh god, what is that?
violet sweets. Anyway,
Just violet sweets, that's what came up. Okay.
These also look like bath bombs to me.
Though
Yeah.
Everything
they're
looks
about
like
the size
bath
of a
bombs.
walnut. The only thing is, if you eat them, if you eat like more than 3, then they will make the roof of your mouth sore. 'Cause
And
they
they'll
are,
kill you.
yeah,
They are pointy.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
That seems like a design flaw.
Yeah.
Josh, I don't suppose you know what ancestry feat I took. Do you?
Josh, you know everything, don't you?
If you can go to the feats you have, and if you just read them
You're
all
a
out.
gnome.
I don't think I have one listed on here. I mean, I have the ancestry feats rule listed, but I don't see.
You are an umbral gnome.
I'm pretty sure when I was picking, I picked known weapon familiarity. But maybe I changed it. Because I'm looking on another character building sheet and I don't see one anywhere.
If you are a
see
gnome, I
any-
don't think you need gnome weapon familiarity as a feat, because
Well, yes, you do if you want specifically to use certain weapons.
really, that seems.
It's specifically for advanced gnome weapons.
Oh, I see.
It allows you to use them as if they were martial weapons. So if you already are a martial weapon class, you can use all gnome weapons.
That's
Maybe I
interesting.
took gnome obsession for something. I don't think I have one on my sheet here anyway.
Gnomes are especially famous or infamous because they have access to what is considered the best meta weapon currently.
Thank you very much.
What's that weapon then? Because
The
I.
flick
find
mace.
it- I find it slightly unnerving that the
It's-
recommended retail price is £0.
What?
The flick
Well-
mace, also known as a big yo-yo.
You know, no one would ever buy them because they taste like flowers.
I like flowers.
I know a lot of British people do.
Uh,
Oh, you can get rose creams as well.
Ooh,
Wait, do they taste of rose?
yes.
What does
Presume.
rose taste like? I just.
If you ever had Turkish Delight, that's what
Yeah.
it's flavored.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's.
Well, some Turkish delight is rose flavored.
Oh,
It's a bit
I
confusing.
thought that was the default.
Typically,
It's
yeah.
it's a traditional flavor, yes, but I think also pistachio is quite traditional,
Oh, what the?
and pomegranate I would guess would be quite traditional as well.
those other two sound awful.
I'm
Oh,
looking-
pistachio and Turkish delight are so good.
I'm
Oh,
looking at the Turkish Delight. I see caramel and pistachio, but it doesn't seem to be pistachio flavored. It seems to be caramel Turkish Delight that they've jammed several whole pistachios into the middle.
That does not sound edible.
They're
I
also
mean-
advertising milk chocolate Turkish Delight, which sounds horrible. Because surely that's just a congealed milkshake.
You lost. I mean, I've had Turkish delights before, and I like them. I just don't know what flavour they were.
they could have
If
been
they
any
were pink,
flavor.
then probably rose.
They were pink. Yeah.
Or they could have been pomegranate.
No, pomegranates like red, aren't they? Because I mean, the only reason I know about it is
Dilute it.
pomegranates were the fruit Persephone ate in Hades' garden.
Yes, that's right.
That's the only
I
time
thought
I've
it was
heard of
completely
those.
different fruit. I thought it was a permison or whatever.
No, it's pomegranate. Wait, that's gotta be weird.
It's very Middle Eastern.
Yeah, it is.
I would go with that.
Pomegranates are tiny, aren't they?
No.
Actually, they are more or less the size of an apple.
Yeah, they're pretty much
Okay.
sometimes slightly bigger
But
than an apple.
but you do only eat the seeds. So if you maybe you're thinking about
Cows
the
only eat the seeds.
no the seeds of the pomegranate are
Eat them whole.
weird and tasty, basically.
So
My parrot's
So
favorite
you're
food in
probably
the
think-
world is
So you're
pomegranates.
probably thinking about the seeds when you say that they are small.
oh yeah, that makes. I just googled it. It's weird to think of somebody eating half a pomegranate.
Anyway,
Yeah, sorry.
A parrot would eat a whole pomegranate.
I don't see a feat on my sheet, so I'm just going to take one. If
You shouldn't keep your feet. You shouldn't keep your feet on a sheet. You should keep them. You should keep them inside of your shoes.
You tried. You tried.
You tried.
Just stop. Just stop.
You lose it.
Come on. I don't have hero points.
Can you take one of his cards, please? Put it in the bag.
I have no hero points currently.
It was a pretty intense session last session. Oh yeah.
It was mostly fighting for our lives.
It's still going to be. Isn't it?
I was mostly asleep actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were asleep and taken
Leroy
by
found
the
it very restful.
bear. There were vine whips. No, dryads with vine whips and a very angry drow.
And I'm currently asleep and full health,
And
which is
in the mouth of a bear.
yeah. That
Oh
also-
yeah, is Banu's taking him away to safety, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah, he just kind of left.
Well, that's the intent, at the very least.
That's gonna be fun.
He busted through the wall. He was man of the match.
Yeah.
Bear
Oh,
of the day.
the wall was on fire as well.
Yes,
It was an epic moment.
the situation is complicated.
You know what? That sounds like an art piece that I'd commission.
Now we found out a very important piece of information. She's just doing a contract.
Oh yeah. The Jarl was fucked
been
up on the
hired.
ground.
Yeah, she's been hired to kill him. She doesn't really have any power with any beef with her people she's trying to kill.
That's
So I
fair.
still feel like we should try and talk to her.
I mean, my priority is to get the Jarl to, not being
Not die.
yeah. Which is gonna be hard because she fucked up the stairs. The stairs turned into dryads.
Everything's dryads.
Yeah, because then she started.
She just made more dryads.
Yeah. That's gonna be interesting. And yeah, like half the people are up the stairs behind the wall, and the other half are just like other side of the wall.
Before we start, do we have the cards sorted? Because
What
last
do you
time
mean?
I had Midnight's cards.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yes.
I think I have the same as Central as well.
Oh no!
Because Central, you've got the monologue one, right?
Yes, but what are the other ones you have?
I have Dexter's as a monkey.
No, we just
Okay,
both
so
have
we
the
just
monologue.
both have
The
the
other
monologue one.
the other ones are different,
Okay.
so no worries.
I was just getting paranoid that everybody had everybody's cards in another strange twist of fantasy grounds.
Wow. Do you have any?
Does one of your does one of your cards have what looks like Shakespeare on it?
I have no cards.
Okay.
So
Good start.
that's a good
So-
start.
Could somebody send me some Turkish delight now, please?
No.
Mint is a very good Turkish delight thing.
Now I want candy. Come on.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, Leroy. Of course you want candy.
To be fair, Leroy always wants candy. That's
Exactly.
So we will
It's very
double check
on
the
brand.
cards afterwards, but first, Amara has more cards than she should, but She isn't present. She will fade from existence momentarily. So, who, for a card, would like to tell us what happened last time?
I will, because... Oh, shit.
Wait,
Because
how many hero points do you have?
I have 1 hero point.
I don't have any hero points.
Yeah, you go for
How
it
many
then.
cards do you have?
0.
Oh, it's
Slow
sorry,
now.
cards. Oh, I don't care about that then. That's fine. Alright,
Okay, yeah, sure. Am I good to go?
Ignore me.
Go for it.
Okay, yeah, I think so. We started last session. We were heading back to the village. Druids were coming from the walls. Somebody set fire to the walls to try and kill the druids. This did not work quite well. There were druids on fire coming from the walls, which made things worse. We rushed in. We found a couple of people, like the old lady who was the seer, and we were helping them a bit. And then they're in the mead hall. Was it the mead hall? Yeah, it probably was. Yeah, and there's like the bad guys in there. Go to them so you can stop this or something. And we're like all headed to the mead hall. Then I shot at the Drow because I saw the Jarl, you know, maybe not dead, maybe dead. He was pretty badly injured, and then we went into combat. The Drow summoned 2 Dryads, destroyed the stairs. Yeah, and the wall was set on fire. The ceiling, it was spreading, and it was getting worse, and maybe we maybe have to leave soon because the fires may kill us all, but probably not. And Barnu took Leroy out of combat using the smash through wall. Yeah, that's about it. I think. Yeah.
All right. Then you may take your well-deserved card. Does anyone have anything they would like to add?
Did you say about the contract?
Oh yeah. She
She's
apparently
just-
was paid to do this. She's some kind of mercenary or something.
Yeah, and she just wants to be left alone to complete her contract.
Huh.
Somebody has a very poorly friend in the background. Is everything okay?
Oh, that's my partner. Don't worry.
They sound very, very COVID-y.
It's not COVID. Don't worry.
Okay, I trust you. Not that it matters because we're on the internet.
But I will let them know that you are a bit worried for them.
Well, it just so it's very like consumptive. You know, it's very Victorian. Like
Love this.
Or like worms.
Cats in a very Victorian way. Yes. They say that's kind of nice actually.
Yeah.
Thanks
good,
for the compliment.
good. That's how I wanted it to be taken. Otherwise, it's fucking weird. Anyway.
Don't worry, they are a doctor. They actually know that it's not COVID. It's
Good. Very good.
and they are taking care of themselves.
Themselves. Yes.
So
Doctors aren't very good at taking care of themselves.
yes, that is true, but I make sure that they do in spite of that. Regardless.
Good. Very good, Central.
Cool.
All right. So, as cards are now being given out, the doctor should now have a card.
I do. It's a cool card.
I lost a card for some reason.
Excellent.
Why?
No, you gained a card for adding a detail to the recap.
Oh, thank you. For a moment, it's removed one of the cards. Actually, now I have all of them. Thank you very much.
Excellent. All right. Then we are going to begin. As soon as I hit play on this. There we go. So, we're going to open as Yuloth. You wake up.
Do I?
You do. and you look around, and it looks. You initially think maybe you've hit your head or something, but as you look around, you see the fire dancing. You see the Drow sort of with a crossbow and a sword out up against the wall. You see through the wall of branches and roots your friends with a fire encroaching, and you see that everything seems to have had the colour drained out of it, almost as if you're seeing sort of in grayscale.
Weird.
As you look around, you notice everything seems to be moving incredibly slowly.
Oh. Spidey sense.
So is it my turn?
Just tell me what you'd like to do.
Can I move?
Sure.
Yeah, so I'd like to try and go up to the lady, if I could.
You decide...
Can I move my token?
You decide... you won't need to for a moment.
Okay.
You decide to go up to the lady, to the Drow, I assume.
Yes, the priestess.
And without thinking, you walk towards her and you pass through the vines.
Yeah, I wondered if I might.
Ooh.
Okay. Does she seem like she can see me?
No, she seems to be looking at Corin.
Okay. Can I try and go inside of her?
You can walk and you will just sort of phase into her.
Yes.
But you aren't... You do not take possession, you're just standing where she is standing. And as you look back, you can just see through the vines, you can see your body still asleep.
So it's normal.
Though you can see that you're breathing.
Okay. Could I try and whisper in her ear to persuade her to that this isn't worth it and she should just give up, go home?
Okay. Tell me what you say to her.
I think I would probably do a bit of a the person who's paid you to do this isn't what they say they are. So I'm trying to like psych her out a little bit. So they're not who they say they are. And just trying to make her feel uneasy. Like, if you go down this path, really bad things will happen. And kind of telling her a story of some kind of future doom and horror that may occur if she proceeds down this path. Maybe the Jarl turns into a zombie and rips her head off or something, something fantastical and strange.
Okay, I'll take a diplomacy roll, please.
Oh, diplomacy. Interesting. I would have called that deception, but 23.
You can see just... She is moving at maybe 100th normal speed, but you can see just something in her eyes, like a recognition. It doesn't seem like she's noticed you, but you think something about your words has gotten through to her. Maybe not fully, but a little bit.
I think I'm happy with that. I'm guessing I can't really do much more in terms of I can't physically interact with anything. Just looking around, does anything look strange or different to how it would normally look beyond the grayscale and the slow?
As you're looking around, you'll see several things look just slightly off. You'll see that there are several kind of sprouts of trees dotted around the room that weren't there before, just sort of pushing up out of the ground, very faintly glowing with a pale green energy. You could see that there's this sort of almost gravitational pull where the the Jarl is lying. And
So is it the trees are being pulled towards the Jarl, or?
no, you can feel a
Oh.
sort of a pulling. Not so much that you're being pulled in, you can resist it pretty easily, but you can feel it like a magnetism. And
Okay.
you will hear from just behind you. Well, you've certainly done a number on yourself here, haven't you?
I'd like to see where that noise is coming from, please.
As you turn around, you will see the entire wall. The stained glass windows have narrowed and changed shape, and the fireplace, the coals have become a fiery tongue. The metal gratings have become these blackened teeth, and the entire wall has reconstructed itself in a sort of cartouche of an elderly woman's face that's now looking at you with the light just the light blaring in through the two stained glass windows that are now these aged eyes.
I'm sorry, Grandma, I don't understand what you mean.
You look like you might need a little bit of help.
Oh, I'm fine. Aren't I?
An entire lintel just raises as an eyebrow, looking over at your body.
Oh, well, I'm just sleeping.
You know, it is all right to ask for help sometimes.
Help? Could you wake me up?
Of course, dear. And you will find yourself suddenly awake once more in the room. The fire is going, everything is colourful. It's actually kind of a glaring, difficult to see.
Like fast forward.
And everything is going again. And you are awake and aware again.
Okay.
And everything is back, perhaps not as it should be per se, but as you remember it at least.
Okay. Thanks very much for that. Are we back in the initiative order?
We are indeed back in the initiative order. Which means it is the Drow's turn.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh, one quick question. I don't have a token on the board apparently because I can't like navigate to it.
I see you though.
Because you have a new character, yes.
You have a new character.
No, I just altered my old
Had
one.
to rebuild the sheet.
Yeah, so you have to rebuild the sheet from like scratch.
Have you ever had a character that hasn't gone through like a massive change?
This, yes, to be fair, like 3 years ago I had a samurai fighter and they were perfect and they didn't change them because they had an owl as well and it's just...
Okay, there you are, you're now on the sheet.
Once.
You don't have an initiative, but the Drow was last in initiative anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's cool. And I was first because I remember that. I never forget when I'm first.
Okay, so the Drow is going to reload. She's going to drop her sword, reload her crossbow, and then take a shot at Corin.
No.
Who's already been stuck by one of her crossbow bolts.
I think she's a racist. I think that's what's going on here.
I think you're the only one in visual range. And she misses, and that's her entire go. Which means it is the Doctor's turn.
That is 35 feet away. That's a little bit far to... Wait, how? Okay, so you know these stairs that have disappeared?
Yes.
Like, what's the plausibility of like jumping up like the distance between the stairs and the, you know, the raise, if that makes sense? I want to get to the Drow, basically.
So the thing about that is there is a massive tree wall in the way.
I thought I've been passing through the Dryad space. Is the tree wall?
Yes, no, the Dryads are part of the wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
The wall is made of Dryad, basically.
Yeah, okay, that didn't. Okay, that's fair. Wow. Okay, that makes. No, sorry. How do I delete this? Okay, so I'm gonna move. I think. How do I move? 5, 10, 15, 25 feet to there. Karen doesn't look too good. I don't think. Oh, yeah. That's fine though, because I'm gonna shoot this Dryad. And let's see. Weapons. And you just drag it onto the monster, right?
Yep.
Do I hear Undertale music?
Strictly speaking, no.
And that was a miss. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna reload and wait. That's the end of my turn, isn't it? You know what? Instead of reloading, I'm gonna throw a dagger at it, the Dryad, because no wait, you'd have to pick one up. So yeah, just gonna reload.
Okay.
And just
Okay, I'm gonna
kill
have to do
at
a
the
manual.
Dryad.
Roll all initiatives. There we go. Okay. Contact. Banu has escaped. And is also.
What will Banu do?
Banu,
Banu is where I am.
Yes,
actually.
Banu is helping you, but Banu is now out of the fight.
His token is right beneath me, actually. So, what am I supposed? Am I still carried around by Banu and asleep, or like, what do I do?
Didn't you wake up when Banu bit into you to carry you?
No, I did not wake up. He was very gentle.
Okay.
He almost hit you, but then he
Soft mouth.
re-rolled using a hero point.
There we go.
Very good.
Okay, yeah, Doctor, you're up.
Wait, what? I just had my turn.
Yes, and remember, we re-roll every initiative. It's your turn again.
Oh, okay. I forgot, I
Go
guess.
for it.
I wasn't prepared to do anything more. So I guess what's like the distance, like rise, height? I can't even remember the words. You know.
Oh, it's like less than 5 feet up.
I'm gonna walk. Oh, 5 feet. That's kind of, and I'm gonna shoot. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's kind of. Come on, there we go.
Ooh, wow, okay.
Nice. And cause I hit, that's damage. Do I need to do anything?
Just drag the damage onto the Dryad, it'll auto double.
Nice.
Very nice, it is almost dead.
And
then
that.
just take a shot and just knock its entire shoulder out.
I'm sorry, what did you use? Did you shoot her point blank?
I shot her point blank.
That works, apparently. Good.
So yeah, if you close the distance, it's apparently better. So I moved, I shot. That means I can either reload. I know I can just jump up and try and punch her, right? That's and cause I shot her and I hit, that's like she's flat-footed against that. Wait, how do I make an unarmed strike? I've never had to do that before.
Oh yes, you do unarmed strikes. Let me give you a fist weapon.
Oh, so you have to actually like insert a weapon called like fist or something.
Strictly speaking, yes, I can do it separately. Yeah.
That's just different.
Weapon. Come on. Why can I not add a weapon to your sheet?
Should I do it? I mean, to be fair, I don't know what weapon to add.
Did you respec into a bullet dancer?
No, I basically... I've got... Well, that's a lot of weapons.
Yes, because you were in combat mode, so I couldn't see all the weapons I was adding.
Sorry.
Let me just get this done.
I think I'm, like, trained with unarmed strikes or something. It doesn't... I'm just going for a punch to see if I can kill it by punching it, because that's cool.
Punch.
Yeah, one... That's not really one punch. It's like,
Multiple punch man.
I have multiple... Oh, I see.
Bullet and punch, man. Or is this... Isn't bullet punch a Pokemon move?
There we go.
Bullet seed is.
I believe there is also bullet punch, but maybe I'm wrong.
You're probably right. It's been ages since I played Pokemon. So I'm gonna just jump up and try and knock her on the noggin, which misses. Oh, yeah, that's my turn. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Okay. Ulos, you're up.
All right. I'm going to, as one of my actions, go ahead and get shield up. Just in case business starts to go down.
So, please describe for me how you cast your shield.
How do I cast my shield? So it's just a verbal, which means that it's entirely in my head. So I would like to think that I don't even do a verbal when it's a verbal. I think I just think of the thing and then it comes into being. So I just kind of imagine in a dreamy kind of just kind of close my eyes for a second and think about the abalone shell that Uncle Ted had on his wall, and I imagine a big one of those just floating in front of me.
All right. As you do so, you picture that in your mind as you're used to doing, and usually you just get this sort of very slight shimmer around yourself. But as you cast it, there's this slight kind of blackened crackling in the back of your mind, like a sort of strange lightning. And some of the little bits of rubble that have been destroyed, some of the branches rip off, some of the roots rip out of the ground, and they start to spin around you in this little kind of small, it's not really a whirlwind, more a sort of gentle hovering around you.
Cool. That doesn't normally happen.
Not creepy at all. At all.
Not creepy at all, at all. I'll think about that in a minute. And then, is there anything on the other side of the wall? I assume I can kind of peer through the vine wall.
Yes.
Are there any...
Corin, you could see the fire, and you could see the Drow.
Are there any small objects or items in that general vicinity?
Yes.
Something with a bulk of... what bulk? Light bulk.
Yeah, so there's a few cups on the table, there's some candlesticks on the mantelpiece, there's a poker, there's some
are the candles lit? Is it like a candelabra that's lit?
Well, one of them is on fire right now, so I guess technically it's lit, it's burning.
I'd like to take the most impressive and interesting of the objects that I can see. And then I would just go ahead and use Mage Hand to just, pick it up and move it slowly towards the Drow priestess in a slightly threatening kind of manner. So just still trying to fuck with her a little bit, and see what happens.
Is this also entirely in your head?
Yes, it is. Well, I have to do some somatic component for it, but for me, that's I'm probably just like twitching my hand in my pocket a little bit or something. It's very subtle.
As you're twitching your hand, you feel just this little bit of like an electric shock just at your fingertips.
God. Okay. I'll cast Lightning Bolt next round, it's fine. And that's my turn.
Alright. The Drow is looking more freaked out. This particular Dryad is going to move and set up. It's the Drow's turn. The Drow is now freaked out enough that she's going to try and escape. She is going to attempt to smash through the wall.
I mean, it worked for Banu.
Yeah. But that's not going to take her whole action, so she's going to make a parting shot. And she is going to... So it's difficult to see with
I
this.
said something, but I was muted, so you have no idea what I said. I'm sorry.
She's going to take an action to cast a single... a double action harm on Coral.
Oh no. Oh
She's definitely
no.
embraced it.
Actually, no, yeah, it can go through the Dryad. It'll target the Doctor, who is very dangerous right now.
Much more threatening.
Can I use a card at any time, or is...
Yeah.
I play this card?
No, you fucking don't.
Monster
Sorry,
Rebel.
that's what the card that you play.
Basically.
No.
I'm playing it, but nothing's happening. You just click it to play it, right?
No, clicking it just opens it up. You need to, I think, double click.
Or right click and play.
Minimize share. Stop sharing. Share. Did that do anything?
I mean,
can see something
it's-
set up. Arcane
Yes.
Fortitude doesn't show me what it is though.
Yeah.
That has shown it, but it hasn't actually played it.
I don't have like a play option. I just have like a share.
As
I just kept clicking and it worked.
Yeah, yeah.
lovely. So she
You are immune to magic.
puts her power into her hand, points at you, and you will just see this little flash from her finger of red energy. And just as you sort of are looking, you kind of just duck slightly, and something about the aura around the Dryad, it just warps and bends the trajectory of the beam, and it just over your head slightly and does some damage to a chandelier over somewhere.
That card's nuts.
And I shout, "Fuck you!" in reaction.
Fair. She's going to attempt to smash the wall.
That could have hurt. 2-action harm.
Okay, she smashes through the wall.
Oh no.
I believe the 2-action just gives it range.
Yeah, the second action turns it from touch to range.
Doesn't make more damage, basically.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
just fucking fled.
She has smashed through the wall. She's only on the other side of the wall.
Oh.
You can see her because she didn't have enough actions left to run. She's just now outside.
I beg of you, someone wake me up, please.
Wake me up. Wake me
Wake me up inside!
Jesus. I'm going to use one action to move. 5, or well, no, let's not walk into 5. Into the fire. 5, 10, 15, 20. I can't get through the wall,
Hang on a second.
so I'm just going to go.
DM's privileges.
There we go. I've made the.
5, 10, 15.
There we go.
20.
Okay, the wall is now. Hang on.
Oh,
You were here.
I'm gonna
Okay,
break
the
this.
wall is now openable.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh. I've opened it. There's like
open,
a tiny gap. I don't. Either way, I want to go to the square just above me.
Okay, yes, you should now be able to go there.
I cannot. And I close the window. Get that back up.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, I still can't see inside it. I've clicked open and close, and it is.
Well, you're outside now,
closing
so.
something. Oh, I'm on top of her. Let's not be on top of her.
You may have to close it and open the window again because I had to edit the lighting on the map.
How do I just move myself?
Hang on.
I've gone underneath her. I clicked. There we go. Okay. What's game? Stop. There we go. Okay. Cool. I'm going next to her then.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my entangling weapon. Sorry. Let me just look up Pathfinder. Is it conditions? I want to look up these.
What's the question? I can probably find it quite.
Grapple.
Grapple is an athletic check.
We cannot move. That sounds perfect. I want to use grapple with my
Nice.
weapon,
Mm-hmm.
which means I click on this. I click on athletics plus
Versus
6 and click
fortitude.
onto my. In fact, before I do anything, I want to use this card.
Oh, use with
Card of
cards.
the cards.
Ooh.
I choose X to be 1. So I hope you guys don't have any cards you like.
I don't have any
Specifically
cards.
1 card.
Oh.
So how does this work again?
Everyone
I
has
need
to
to
discard
see my
one
card.
card.
That's my new one. Oh,
it doesn't
I'll
even-
discard this one.
Going by how the card's worded, X doesn't have to be a valid amount for me to choose. I could just choose like 10 every time.
You could.
So no, it's every player discards X cards, every player must discard the same number of cards. So you all have to have that X number of cards to discard.
So if somebody doesn't have cards, I can't use it.
The most you can pick is the highest number you can pick is the number of cards the person with the fewest cards has.
I have 0.
So
Oh.
that card does nothing.
Shoot, I shouldn't have discarded that then.
If you can't if someone can't discard, then
Ah,
yeah,
I
everyone has to
apologise.
discard that number of cards.
Can I have those 2 cards back then, please?
Yes, I will give those cards back to everyone.
Thank you, Josh.
That
So
requires me to
beneficent.
just track that all the time. I suppose it's best to like use at the start of a session then, or as soon as everyone gets topped up, so we can just cycle cards.
Or just when not everyone has no cards.
Yeah. But when everyone's got a lot of them, really, is when the best time to use it.
yeah.
Either way, yes, I'm going to athletics check to grapple her.
I mean,
Wow.
someone has a card that I think would help with your use of that card, but not right now.
I think draws cards or something, I'm assuming.
So I'm trying to understand something. You are trying to grapple, yes?
Yes.
With a weapon, yes?
Yes.
I believe I could. So I believe Arcane Strike technically could apply here because weapons with grapple apply the bonus from the weapon to the grapple check. Make sense, Josh? I have a card that can give you a +1 basically.
So, yeah, item bonuses can apply a benefit to your grapples, but grapple is a specific keyword on weapons that you can do that with. So
Yes,
you
and
have
he
to have
has
the right kind of.
he has a grapple weapon. Yes, I believe.
I have
No?
a weapon. I have a weapon that has grappling on it. I don't think it's not specifically a grapple weapon though.
Yeah, no, if it has, wait, what weapon are you talking about?
It's
I can
invention.
use one of my creative things. Lets me just give a weapon grapple.
Oh, I
And
see,
trip.
right.
So I've just done that.
Okay, yeah, in that case, totally.
So yeah, basically I wanted to use Arcane Strike to give you a +1 to the check. I don't know if the magic tradition changes anything.
means
Right.
the weapon is temporarily magical, but apart from that, no, you'd still get the +1 bonus. So yeah, add an extra +1.
Nice. So let me drop this again. Put a +1 in there. So do I drop my check onto her or just in the chat?
Just in the chat.
Cool.
Yeah, they haven't built that into the game
Cool.
yet.
Nice.
24. I'm pretty
Making
sure
up for
that's
my
a
bad rolls
success.
for last session.
We're talking reflex. Yeah, that's a success.
I
as
believe
well.
it's fortitude, but still.
Nice, nice.
So-
nice.
I don't know if her fortitude is different from reflexes.
Also a success, not crit.
Cool. So I have grappled her with my weapon.
How does that look?
Yeah,
so
go
I
ahead
just
and describe.
flick out my longsword, and all the like segmented blades just form into like a chain whip, and I just wrap it round her leg and grapple her, holding her in place.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm making my character stupid as hell, and I'm enjoying him quite a lot.
Okay, she is grabbed, which gives her a whole host of nonsense that she has now.
And then, so that was one action. I've used movement. Can I trip her now? I suppose I can.
She's flat-footed and immobilized. Also, any manipulate action has a flat check chance to fail, which is very bullshit. I love it.
Let me just have a look. So, if somebody's prone, what does that mean for everything?
Their AC is lower.
Do
But
they
it-
have to spend movement or an action to get up?
They will have to spend an action to get up. Actually, so their AC is lower, but not lower than if they were just flat-footed. So,
It's still flat-footed.
yeah. So basically, the downside would be she'd have to take an action to stand up.
That sounds worth it. So I'm going to use my other action then to just pull on my sword and try and make her eat snow.
I'm going to say you can just do that because you've already got it grappled.
Yep,
And
so it's
she's not
tiny
doing well right now.
putting the sword.
Nice.
And that's my go.
Alright.
Which means I'll click that button.
Yes, she's also prone. There you go. Mara isn't here.
Oh.
Unidentified creature, which is the doctor, but the doctor.
That's
no.
The old
No.
doctor.
Yeah.
The old doctor, right?
The temp doctor.
Leroy.
So, I'm still asleep.
Yes.
Oh,
Don't worry, buddy. I got you. I'm gonna wake you up this time.
So I just skip my turn.
You are unfortunately asleep. You dream of cake.
ah.
Unfortunately,
That's amazing, actually. Good. I'm eating cake.
unfortunately, it is the Dryad's turn, and no one took any action to move their friends out of the whip.
Oh God, is the Dryad? Oh shit.
But it's skeleton Dryad. That's got this thing.
Well, I got my shield. Maybe that'll help.
That's a critical on Ulof.
A critical.
A critical.
Well, that's.
Even with shield.
Wait. Isn't that the wrong Dryad?
No, it doesn't matter because the Dryads act
That's
as
12.
the Dryads are an enemy entity.
Oh, okay, fair. Oh shit,
They are on boss actions. That's why they aren't taking regular actions against you.
Wow.
Oh shit.
That's why most of them are skipping their turns.
Wow.
So the Dryad just rends a vine up from the ground, and it just whacks into everyone.
Can I make a suggestion? Ulot, I believe you can use shield for shield block, the spell.
Yeah.
I believe you can use it to reduce the damage, and it's probably a good
Oh,
idea.
does it reduce the damage?
Yes.
It doesn't increase the AC. That's fine.
It
yeah.
does both,
Hang on.
actually.
Okay. Well, I mean, it still hits me.
You can also
And
reaction to
place my shield to ward off a blow. Shield prevents you from taking amount of damage up to the shield's hardness. You and the shield each take the remaining damage, possibly breaking or destroying the shield. So I think the shield is,
Hardness fire,
know.
I believe.
yeah, the shield is absolutely annihilated. Obs.
Your shield's special though, isn't it?
This isn't an amped one unless I was trying to remember if I'd raised my shield last time because I don't have any amps left. and I couldn't remember that I'd used
Well-
it for anything other than dancing lights, but that's on
Yeah.
me.
I would imagine
So-
it would have dropped when you fell asleep.
That's fine. So can I have 5 hit points back, please?
Absolutely, I'm going to tick 1 HP off of it, or I suppose 3 since it's unout. You will have 5 hit points back.
The shield should be gone, right?
Yes, the shield's now gone.
Yeah. So I will unequip it.
And you cannot cast the spell for 10 minutes. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Still, 5 less damage?
There you are. Okay, so that's... There we go. Okay, you're exactly half hit points. Marvelous. As this rends up, you will see the sort of this little black spark of electricity just sort of home in and zoom towards the vine as it comes at you, and then but sort of out of each of the bits of detritus floating around you, and then ping back to them, and they all sort of instead of swirling, they kind of all rush and gather to where the attack is coming from to block it. And all of them are completely smashed, and the vine still whacks into your leg quite nastily, but slightly less nastily.
Interesting.
Bugbear.
Bugbear.
It's a new swear word.
Doctor, you're
So,
It's a bugbear of mine.
I'm gonna punch
Swearing.
this one. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Where's my punch? Okay, nice. I am on a roll.
Punching dryads.
Punch the trees.
Yeah, so I just literally, I look at, think about drawing a weapon to slash it with or something, but instead I just like, I see Yulof like pretty badly fucked up, and I'm like, just punch the Dryad instead, and then I guess, let's see, I have 2 actions, so I'm gonna move 5. That's moving the map. Give me a second. 5, 10, and then cast battle medicine. No, that's not correct. Use battle medicine on. You'll have to attempt to heal her. Let's
Okay.
see if this works. It's just a flat check, isn't it? Yes, that's a success, and that's 2d8. 2d8. Yep, 2d8.
Ooh. Should be fine.
We will see. I've got a tendency to roll min. There we go. Can I just drag it onto Yulof, and is that gonna heal her, or is that because that's what we did last time?
Yes, if you have the little red plus, then yeah.
Red plus.
Red plus.
What's that mean?
Sounds like you don't
Okay,
have it.
you don't have the red plus. Fine. Just tell me how much you're adding.
Okay, I'll just roll it out in the open, and then just. Can I spend a hero point to re-roll that?
Yes, if you want to.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. You weren't kidding.
That's
That
like.
is slightly better.
That's 5 HP. That's 2. Hold. Yeah, 5 HP.
Thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
your-
I'm doing
your
much
leg is
better.
feeling a lot better.
Yeah, doesn't sting as much.
So I punched, I healed, and I moved. That's all my actions done. Is this guy dead?
Is which guy dead?
The one I punched. And no, it doesn't look like it. It's still in the
No,
combat
not
tracker.
quite.
Damn it. Okay, that's. Can I end my turn? Like, turn complete.
Yes, absolutely you can.
There we go.
Yulof, you're on.
Okay. So I'm gonna use an action to sustain the mage hand. I believe I need to do that. And I believe I can, as part of that same action, move the mage hand over to shake Leroy.
Okay.
Kind of
yeah.
pinch his cheeks, give him a gentle slap.
Leroy, you wake to the feeling of being slapped.
I'm awake! I'm awake! Ooh, it's the king! What?
It's cold.
And then I really don't like being anywhere near these dryads, so I can move through Zishan's space, is that right?
Yes, you can.
So phone. Wanna. So I'll go there. So that's 2 actions. And then I don't think I have anything else that is just 1 action. Is there any 1 action kind of, can I attempt to push this dryad or do something
Punch it.
to them? I mean, I could
So
punch it. I'm quite strong.
Normally you could try and push it, but it's rooted to the ground, so.
It's rooted to the ground. Okay, so maybe punching it is my best action there.
Weed killer.
How do I punch it? I've never
I get to
punched
give you a fist
anything
as well, okay.
before in my life.
I give everyone fists today. Okay, you got
The time of the sword is
Where?
gone. The time of
Where's
the
my
punch.
fist?
inventory.
Oh, in my inventory. Oh,
Well, check your
It's a
actions.
fist.
You'll have fist.
I have an action fist. Fisting action. Excellent. All I have is spells. Let's see this fist. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I just drag the attack onto it.
Yep.
No, I would like to not have that be what I just did, and I'll
Okay.
re-roll that using a hero point because I don't want my first punch to be remarkably crap. So let's see.
I mean, it's
well,
not remarkably crap.
it's just
17
slightly crap.
misses.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm really not used to using my hands, so I suppose that makes sense.
Zishan makes it look so easy.
Did you
I
spend a hero
know.
point?
I did, yeah. I had 2. Now I have 1.
Okay, right. If you double click them, it'll spend them and it'll show up in the chat.
Oh, I see. I just manually changed the number. Here, let me change it back, and then I will double click.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. And
End
I
of
see
my
what's
turn,
going.
3 actions, yes.
Well, this Dryad is going to prepare again. Prepare to do probably the same thing.
Prepare to fuck us up,
You'll
yes.
see this Dryad just smacks its arm, punches it down into the ground, and you feel the rumbling once again.
I want to warn you, Olaf, I can only do the healing thing twice per combat.
Don't worry, Zishan, I'll get out of its way.
Okay, so here's the thing: the priestess needs to escape. Now.
No,
Now.
I refuse.
Now. So I had to look this up in another game recently, and it's a kind of a pain. It's not complicated; it's just hard to remember. Okay, so she will take an action to stand up. She will take an action to actually.
I'm about to ask you a very annoying question.
Yes.
Does standing up...
Josh!
I'm sorry. Does standing up have the move trait?
I don't believe it does.
So she can stand up because she cannot use anything with the move trait while grappled.
Yes, because you stand up and then try to get free of the grapple. You don't try to get free and then.
Makes sense.
So, I know what she's going to do.
Uh-oh.
And how bullshit do I want to be here?
Oh, do it. Be bullshit. You're the DM.
So
Come
here's
on.
the thing. First, she's gonna have to try a flat check to actually be able to use her hands.
Because she's grappled.
Exactly. Central, do you know off the top of your head what the failure...
I believe it's just a 5, a DC
Yeah.
5. It's-
Encyclopedic knowledge of
it's
Pathfinder
relatively
comes in very handy.
Wow, okay.
Excellent.
I mean, that's especially good, but a 6 was enough, so you know.
Yes. But a 20. So what she's going to do, instead of trying to escape
She had a 7 in 10 chance of.
by getting out, she is going to use her innate magic.
Oh no.
Does this count
And-
as using a spell or using a spell-like ability?
She is using a spell.
Oh, a spell-like
technically, I think it's a
ability.
spell-like ability.
No.
So she has to make a concentration check, which is DC 10 plus Grappler's CMB plus spell level.
Are you sure you're looking
That
at
looks like first
Pathfinder
edition.
2nd edition?
Because CMB is
We
from
don't
first
have
edition. and-
CMBs in this edition.
Yeah.
That would be why. Oh yeah, I just searched Pathfinder conditions instead of Pathfinder 2.
Yes.
Never mind.
Sadly, Nethys also has exactly the same thing for first edition.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes, I believe the passing the check she just did was the second edition version of that. So what she's going to do?
Grabbed instead of grappled.
Well, grapple is the action, grabbed is the condition.
Right.
Condition.
Um,
I like how much more we're learning about Pathfinder in this combat.
yeah. So, here's what's going to happen. She's targeting herself with a 3rd level levitate.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she's gonna fly away.
She levitates 5 feet off the ground immediately, and then for the duration of the spell, she can move the target up or down 10 feet with a single action, which she does have to concentrate for.
So levitate is essentially fly.
It's very slow fly, because levitate
Very
lets
slow
you...
fly.
Yeah, fly you can move at your actual movement speed. This is effectively
Oh.
like... I mean,
Just
it's-
drifting
it's-
around.
Yeah, this is 10 feet per action, so it's like
Ooh.
1/6 the speed.
She's a blimp.
Or I guess
at this
1/3
point.
the speed, yeah. But she goes up 5 feet, and then she's going to continue flying up. She's going to... actually, she can't continue flying up. It takes all 3 of her actions to cast the spell. So she's currently 5 feet floating in the air.
Hmm.
Does her spell count as an external? So it says if she's immobilized, an external force would move you out of a space. The force must succeed against a check. Does that
well,
count because it's her spell, or?
Not right now, because she isn't actually moving out of space. She's still within the same 5-foot square.
Yeah, she's just gone upwards.
She's at the top of it now, which means she's
Cube.
floating. She's still like reclining, but now at about your head height.
Right.
Still with your whip sword around her ankle. And that's her entire go. And now it's Corin's go.
Pull her back down.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try and pull her down again.
Okay, give me a. I'm gonna call this a strength, please.
+2. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. You, if anything, you are pulling you sort of yank, and she just stays entirely motionless in midair, and all you manage to do is yank yourself in some slippery slope closer to her.
So basically, it's a Drow-shaped balloon with a small child hanging by it.
Yes.
Oh no. That'd be funny if it weren't so dire.
I have a dumb idea. I have a really dumb idea.
We love
Do
it.
it.
Do it.
Do it.
Really dumb.
The assembled
It
party says
might
yes.
kill me though.
Do it. I'm
well,
here.
maybe
You'll
not.
be fine.
I don't know.
You'll be fine.
I'm here to heal you afterwards. Probably.
You know, breathing could kill you. You still do that.
Cool. I'm gonna. Can I just climb on top of her?
She's only 5 feet up, so yes.
Isn't Corin tiny?
You
How
are,
does Corin the tiny climb?
well, Corin, you're about like 5 feet odd tall, yeah?
Yes.
But
it
no.
looks
Oh,
Yeah,
so gnomes are not tiny in the D&D
They're,
like that.
they're small, but not like, a foot tall. They're like
Gnomes in 5e are like 2.5 feet or 2 feet.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
they
wait,
are a
yeah.
bit smaller than.
Wait, apparently I'm stupid at first. I'm like 3.5 feet tall.
Okay, wait, that's average. So how tall do you want to be?
Let me just have a double check to make sure it is. I just want to be like a. I'm an average size gnome, so.
Okay, well in that
Yeah,
case,
average
I
size.
will have an athletics for climbing, please.
Can I use my sword? Like, just it's still tied around her leg.
So the
Can
thing
I
about a
put myself up
sword,
to it?
traditionally quite sharp. I'm gonna say it's not really useful as a like climbing tool.
If somebody else was holding it,
That's fair, Josh. That's fair.
What about if I'm like, she's like 5 feet off there? Could I like use
She's-
my sword and like
Could you
swing
jump?
myself up onto
Can you
her?
jump up? Jump up.
If you want to use your sword to swing up, it will. I will call it an acrobatics roll instead, but it's going to be just as hard, if not harder.
I'll just use athletics. That's fine. My athletics.
you
is
can
quite-
do this.
You can do it.
Thank
She's
God.
probably got a cloak hanging down or something.
Hop.
So is the athletics check, is that essentially jumping up and then trying to haul themselves
it's
up?
just, like,
Yeah.
grabbing
Is
on
that
and pulling
that's the
myself up.
visuals? Yeah. Okay.
Ride or die. Ride or die.
And then yeah, I'll just make my sword explode again. Then that's
What
While
could
you're
possibly
holding
go
on
wrong?
to it?
yeah, it doesn't hurt me.
Oh wow, that is some
Very
powerful magic.
precise explosion. It's not
If I'm
magic,
wearing the
it's
Hold the
science.
innovation, it's around me, but I can also just do it around the innovation. Oh, if it's a minion, it makes sense. Yeah, cool. I'm just gonna make my sword explode around her legs. So she takes 3d6 on a something save.
It's believe it's a basic save, which means that if she succeeds, it's half damage
Basic
Yeah.
reflex save, yeah, and 3d6. No,
and
2d6.
reflex.
2d6.
I believe reflex, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, basic reflex save.
Okay, so sorry, which action is this?
My explode action.
Okay, I just want to check if your explode action has that as a droppable.
It's
No,
a
it doesn't. Okay, that's a shame.
You do need to do the whole flat check to see if you can use this action again later, but still, the explosion happens anyway.
So reflex. Well, she can't really do reflex saves at the moment, so she just gets hit.
That is fine. Let me just get my thing here.
Roll max damage. Come on.
2d6, so I grab 2 of these. No, how do I do 2 dice at the same time?
If you right click, it increases dice
there we go.
number.
Bada-bing, bada-boom. 9.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay, go ahead and describe to me how this goes down.
Yep, so I'm just gonna pull the cord on my sword handle again, and then just a streak of fire goes around it and explodes out around her leg.
Okay.
And that is all of my actions. So I'm gonna my turn there. I'm gonna bear it back.
Sure thing. It's Leroy's turn. Leroy's awake.
Well, that was gruesome. I can see Corrin do most of this bullshit, yes. Actually, maybe I can even see the Drow, I'm not entirely sure, but I can see Corrin, so I know where the enemy is. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, if I get here, can I hit her? And if yes, does she get any kind of bonus to her AC or anything because of the corner of the building?
I would say she has... I mean, to be honest, with Corrin in the way, I would say you probably can't actually hit her from there.
I'm thinking because my action, if I start here, it's 1, 2, 3. I will need to get in this space. Is Corin currently riding her or like? So I don't mean this in any weird way, but so I could get here.
There,
Yes,
yes.
I
Can
have.
hear them eating.
I have 20 foot movement, so I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Yes.
Can I hit her without hitting Corin?
Yeah, I'd say you can.
That's good.
Unless I would say you will only hit Corin if you critically fail.
Oh,
Then I better not critically fail.
let's see how this goes.
How rough is she looking?
She's looking pretty flippin' rough.
Yeah. I'm thinking, is she's still conscious and everything?
We need
yes?
to interrogate her.
She's
She's
rough,
unconscious.
but
She's just levitating. And annoyed.
And freaked out.
I will be pretty freaked out as well. Yes.
She's having a bad day.
So I have basically two options. I could take out a different weapon and attack with it, and that's my turn, or I can try to intimidate her again and then attack with my scepter. But it's not. But the scepter is it's a normal little weapon, so you know. If we are trying to subdue her, that's gonna be a problem.
Well, you can announce to attack non-lethally, can't you?
Can I? How does that work again?
If you can attack non-lethally, you decide it beforehand, and you have a penalty if the weapon is not a non-lethal weapon.
It's a -2? Is she still flat-footed? Because grabbed. No, she's not grabbed. I don't know.
She is still grabbed. I would say she is still flat-footed because she is equally static. She is just equally statted 5 feet higher now.
So basically, the two things cancel out each other. If I try to non-lethally attack a flat-footed target, it's the same difference. It's like a normal
flat-footed
target.
is being applied automatically, so
Okay.
just add a -2 to the monster.
Yeah, that's fair. So, yeah, I would like to. Let's see how the strike goes first. I would like to see this situation. I have my scepter out. I see Corin trying to grab her, or whatever Corin is doing. I'm not entirely sure.
Ride her.
And I'd say the best course of action is a strong hit on the back of the head, trying to knock her out, basically. So with a -2, I need to roll a basic attack on her.
That's a hit.
Oh, that's it? Oh, nice. So... Wait, how do I... No, it's the wrong thing. So I don't have my extra damage on her, this is just a normal strike. Still. That's...
Ooh, okay, she's not looking good.
I'm gonna jump in the air, not jump very high, but you know, alpha foot enough to get some spinning, spin with the scepter and go down on her head, missing Corin by like, not a lot. I'm sorry, Corin. Get down to the ground and kneel before your king. And I'd like to demoralize her as well with my last action, which is an intimidation against her will DC. I believe. I don't know how much she has on a will DC, but I have a +9 on intimidation. So, you know. I believe. That's not great. I believe that's a failure, probably.
That is
Shame, still worth a try.
Alright, is that your go?
I believe that's my entire go, yeah.
And here we go.
Okay.
The Dryad's gonna fuck us up again.
Yeah, the Dryad. Again, no one took any action to help.
You should have
I was.
done.
So what I yeah okay. Anyway, what I really wanted to do was move through that Dryad, but I realized I would have needed to do the tumble action, so I wanted to do that instead of punching it, but only found out afterwards. Damn it.
Okay, that's a. Oh wow. Okay, that's.
That's a hit.
It is a hit. I probably won't die.
Please don't die.
I'll do my best.
Oh
on the
shit!
doctor.
That's a crit.
Please don't die, Zishan.
Oh, that's more than my HP.
Oh my fucking god.
That's more than my HP.
I don't think that's more than your max HP though.
I know. I'm not gonna die, but I'm out.
You, yeah, I can tell. In fact, you can tell. So when you look down at the bottom, it tells you the excess ignored. So, it can tell you sort of how much you've done by.
Every combat.
Now we get to know more about dying. Or do you already know everything about dying?
I do. I've been there already.
So my first thing I need to check is, oh shit, there's no way for me to know because you have a new character entry in the.
I've been
combat track.
wounded once before. Been dying once before. So I already have like wounded once.
Okay, so you have wounded one and you haven't recovered.
It takes a long rest to recover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had it recovered then.
Okay, you've had it recovered, which means you are now dying one.
That's just my perpetual state.
So enjoy that. And yeah, that is the Dryad's action. As it just smashes a like as you apparently were holding that table down as you were standing on it, and the table just south of the doctor just smacks, just rotates, and just
Clocks the doctor in the back of the head. Oh.
like an enormous mousetrap, just smacks the doctor down onto the ground under a table.
You know, Amaru has like, I think, heal prepared or something.
Doctor, you're up. By which I mean you're down, and I need you to give me that roll, please.
That's just a flat d20, right?
It is a flat d20. You need to reduce your dying level to nothing. You need a 12.
Wow.
You are now dying 2. If you hit dying 4, you are dead.
You know what would be awful
Eve.
if I died after revamping the characters to a stage
Yeah.
I liked.
You now need
Yeah.
12 on your next
Kinda
roll
funny, though.
True.
to reduce your dying level.
I thought 12 is what you needed now.
I'm sorry, it was 11 is what you needed now. It is 10
So
plus
close.
your current dying level.
Does anyone have
Right.
Is this?
Yeah.
I have a gun which
Well-
has 80 feet range, so
Yeah, it's not useful when you're fucking dead, though, is it?
yeah. Sorry.
So I would like to attempt to tumble past that Dryad
Okay.
to get out of the kill zone. Because being in the kill zone is crap.
It is.
Dying hurts.
It does.
Actually, can I do anything? Can I do anything to stabilize Zishan if I were to move to them?
Medicine
Yeah.
check, troop wounds, right?
Yep.
DC 15.
Oh, it's not going to be great.
Amaru
I mean-
should be able to do it if we can allow Amaru to move because they're best friends in danger and is clearly dying.
Well, what do we want to do, gang? Do we want me to try and do a medicine
So,
check where it's...
Actually, I just want to make sure this is clear. So you're not technically doing a treat wounds. You're doing a first aid,
Oh, that's
No.
different.
which requires you to be wearing or holding healer's tools.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't have that. That's fine.
Can-
Okay, so I'm gonna...
Actually,
Oh.
sorry, I have a question. Zishan does have healer's tools. Can you take the healer's tools from the person that you're
Yes,
trying to
but you
treat?
take an action to get them.
So, move, interact to get the item, and then
Yeah.
Do you know
First
she has
aid.
healer's tools?
Yeah, 'cause she
used
just
it.
healed me.
She used it like
Oh, yeah.
It just literally
Last
healed
time.
me.
So it'll be.
So
a
she probably has
medicine-
them out.
that will be your entire turn,
I-
though.
I don't think that this is a good idea.
I
So-
agree.
I'm sorry. I think Amaru is better placed. So I'm going to attempt to athletics tumble my way past that
So it's
Dryad.
okay, and just to be clear, the
Acrobatics,
roll
whatever it is. Yeah.
is versus 5 plus their recovery roll.
I don't know what their recovery roll is, but sure.
Right now, 12.
Okay.
So it's at 17.
Yes.
That's
Oh my
quite high.
Stabilizing is hard. That's why
Oh.
you want a doc.
Yeah.
That's why you want someone with good medicine skill up, and not to be the person dying,
Yeah, that's twice now.
or to finish the fight fast enough.
To be fair, we have a second doctor. The problem is they're AFK.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
we can work with that.
Go for the tumble through. I believe that's an acrobatics roll.
Acrobatics roll. That was nearly a 20. Okay, I'm going to spend the hero point and go again because I really don't want to be here.
Okay.
Let's see what happens here. Oh, fuck's sake. Alright, well, in which case, can I just move there instead? Is that like...
You can't
My
move
f-
instead, but that was your action to try
So
tumbling
this
through,
is
and you just
second
failed to do
action
so.
is movement. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Well, I'm just happy to be here, and I'm going to try and punch it with my third action then. So,
Just to be clear, in
Mhm.
case it is a consideration to try and get to the doctor, if you
It's
crit
not.
fail, it does 2 to your dying. If the doctor crit fails her next roll, she's just dead.
Oh.
I mean,
need
to crit
So,
fail,
Josh,
she
I'm-
needs to roll a 2.
Yes.
on the basis that Amaru, that we shouldn't be punished unfairly for Ro not being here, and that Amaru is actually going
That's
to do something, I'm not the person who would heal. I've got no wisdom,
Alright.
so it's basically
Fine.
it would fail. There is no point in me trying.
Don't worry.
It would be very lucky. Otherwise,
I don't want you to get hit and go down next as well.
yeah. Well, exactly.
That's
I'm trying to get out of the way.
unfortunately a miss.
Yeah. She's very distracted. She's crying, seeing the brave doctor who was just healed her fall, and she's bleeding and nearly dead herself. So she's just battling. I like to think she's trying to push her way, batter her way past this Dryad, and so she's just scratched and bleeding and crying, basically.
Can we have like the funeral march or something playing?
No!
Quite thematic.
Well, we would all learn something.
Keep hero points.
I'm just
End my turn.
Yeah, if you hit the next turn button, then it'll
Oh,
ding straight to
okay.
the next person.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just checking
Is that
Amaru's
turn?
stuff to see if Amaru can.
What is the
insta
next
help.
turn?
Amaru has healer's tools, I believe, and enough medicine on
Yeah,
the medicine as
I-
me. So
I was actually just checking if Amaru.
I don't
had
know where the
anything.
next turn button is.
it's
Well,
bottom
see,
left hand
okay,
corner.
actually, you're gonna be fine, I think,
I hope so.
Famous last words.
because Amaru has a magic spell for this.
Oh,
Bottom left corner.
is it Protector's
button.
Tree?
Yeah, on the combat tracker, bottom left, the little arrow.
The little arrow.
Yeah.
Turn complete.
there
There we go. Thank you.
Okay, Dryad. I mean, I don't want to be that mean. I don't.
Do it.
Do it.
Be
I
that
don't
mean.
want to kill.
We will
This is
never
gonna
learn.
Certainly kill the doctor,
It
but
doesn't.
I don't want to kill the doctor.
If
thought-
that's what the Dryad would do, that's what the Dryad would
Yeah,
do.
come
I
on,
thought-
they've only like just remade their
I mean, I
character.
don't mind, but I thought all the Dryad's turns were clumped together.
They are.
And it's their
But
turn.
the deal is, this is the Dryad. The skeletal Dryad is the one that's taking actions because the other ones are presently a war.
Oh. Okay, yeah,
That's
fine.
why the Dryads have only had one turn per round.
That makes a lot more sense and would have probably... Yeah, that would have changed a few things. I thought they were all acting on the top of the round. My bad.
No, so they have one action at the beginning and then a second staggered action depending on the initiative order.
Okay, fair.
But it is going to move. It can move 25 feet. You know what? It's going to do this. It's going to go over to here. And it is going to prepare a move against the one person who has not been smacked around very much. Amaru.
Okay.
And if Amaru survives, then she will be pretty much guaranteed to save the doctor.
Not on my watch.
Now it's the Drow's turn, and the Drow is going to begin levitating. The Drow can move 10 feet up per action, and she is going to use all 3 actions to move up.
Bye, have a great day. Wait, what?
Everybody go surfing.
Corin, you see as you begin levitating to 30 feet in the air, which is very high, particularly for you, but just in general as well. And you can see she gives you this look.
Oh no.
And you see almost just the faintest bit of a smirk, and she begins to just, like, it looks like she relaxes slightly, and you will feel it's like she was previously just stuck in space, and it feels like some tethers have been released, and she starts to just slowly rotate.
Oh no!
Just slowly roll. Or just
That's
like
fine, I'm still holding
spin
onto
in
my
space.
sword.
You are, as it is wrapped around. It will be interesting to see what happens to a spellcaster when they suddenly get ripcorded and spun at a high speed. But that's her entire go. Corin, you're there. I'm going to need, please, I'm going to need an acrobatics to just stay balanced.
That was a 1 for so long on my screen.
Oh, yes. Okay, 18 is good enough. You're able to sort of do the little backwards log walk to as she's slowly spinning in space to just stay on top of her. What would you like to do?
She is so low on health. I don't have any other weapons. I have a crossbow.
You can attack non-lethally just with a -2 to hit.
But the problem is my weapon is wrapped around her leg at the moment.
Puncher. That's got no
Oh yes,
minuses.
fist. That's a good weapon.
I'm a weak baby man.
Don't worry.
I do have a +2 to strength actually. I'm actually not
fists can be dex based, I believe. Cause
I'd rather they be strength.
okay.
Worry not, I have a ranged weapon. Well, throwing weapon.
Dex based to hit, but it's still strength based.
Yeah.
Let me just have a read over something quickly.
Sure.
I could just make my thing explode again. Oh, I didn't do the
Check.
yes.
Do the check.
Give me a sec. Let me remember. Well, let me find out how this works. 'Cause
The hope is that as soon as the drow goes down, the dryads go down.
That would be nice.
So I won't die.
I need to make a flat
DC 17.
flat check, which is just a random d20, no bonuses. Cool, that's
Oh.
so that's fine. It just means I can't do it for another minute, which is completely.
What is this?
Why is the Benny Hill?
Mhm.
I mean, it's appropriate, but what the fuck?
I feel like we're being mocked. I won't lie.
Only Corin is being mocked. Everyone inside
I
is
see.
doing something quite serious, but Corin, on the other hand.
Like 2 different genres.
This is a failure. Sorry. I find it complicated compared to finding.
Yes.
What's the
One of the
question?
girls said, "Give us that game."
So I've failed this, but I don't think it has
Yes.
anything negative for failing. It's just
No, failing is just means that you cannot use it again.
for another minute.
You cannot use any unstable actions for a bit.
Yeah, I need to spend 10 minutes returning it to. Yes, there's no cooldown, so I have to spend 10 minutes fixing it back up.
Yeah.
Is my explosive leap? It is. Oh, that was my safety. Actually.
Oh no.
Well, it's fine. I'm just gonna kill her.
Explosive leap is also an unstable action, yes.
Yeah. Could I reasonably pull out my crossbow and shoot it with one hand?
Is it a regular crossbow or a hand crossbow?
It is a crossbow.
Then it is two-handed.
Heck.
It doesn't take an action to drop something, but you would have to drop something.
Myself,
Drop your
out midair.
sword.
Would you be able to
Yeah,
drop
I'll just-
yourself and shoot while in midair? That sounds so metal.
It's a terrible plan, though. I'm just gonna punch. I'm just gonna spend all 3 of my actions punching until she's dead. Because I'm
A
good.
tiny gnome riding a flying drow priestess, punching
I
her.
also add my intelligence modifier to my damage, which
That
is
could-
fine. So yeah,
That could do a lot.
Are you trying to non-lethally punch her?
No, punches are non-lethal by default.
By
Yes.
default?
Trying to punch her lethally will require -2. If you're trying to heal her with your punches, you get a -2 to your
Oh,
to it.
yes. Could I have a fist weapon, please?
Yes, I will give you a fist.
Everybody's getting fist weapons today.
It's the
everybody was
fisting night.
fist food fighting.
Cool. How do I fist?
It's in your action.
There it is. Yes.
We've all learned how to
First one
fist
is
with
plus
this thing.
6, which I should have rolled on her. My apologies.
It's alright.
20 though.
20 should. I don't know.
Please hit.
No, that's you. Where is she?
She's under
No.
me.
Yeah. No, that's still you.
Let me
Hang
just
on.
move myself. Oh, I can't.
Okay. You had an ace 20?
20.
That hits.
Ah. So I
Whee!
deal this. Let me. Does the modifier affect damage rolls as well?
It should if you're an inventor. I think you can add your intelligence.
I
to
mean
your attack.
literally, like.
What?
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Could you move her to the top layer? I don't want to drop this on myself in case I.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay. She is now dying.
Thank God. That's the second
Just
one.
wait, she's dying of
Punch her in the
punch.
face.
How did you manage to deal 8? Explain how you got 8
I
damage.
assume it has added my 3
D4
onto it
plus
then.
5. Yeah, plus 3.
Yeah, perfect.
So, I'm going to describe to you what happens.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
And I'm also going to note, so as you see this beautiful mountainscape with the forests laid out beneath you, you punch her in the face, thinking about how great it is that you're hitting her non-lethally so that you can question her later.
You're above the ground, aren't you?
You then realize that she is levitating 30 feet in the air, and
Yeah.
you immediately feel yourself falling.
I knew this was happening. I knew the risks.
So here's the thing about falling. When you fall more than 5 feet, you take damage.
Can I flip around so I land on top of her?
I guess you sort of already can, and there are rules for that, interestingly.
What?
You have to make a DC 15 reflex save to actually land on her.
I will.
I love so much that this game has the rules for doing this.
If you critically succeed, you take no damage.
20, 20, 20. Heck.
No.
Shoot. No, I'm afraid that's a regular failure. You take.
I have a
okay,
question.
So here's the thing. So. Okay. All right. So she is currently dying 1.
Oh no!
She drops to the ground and immediately goes to dying 2 for taking an extra 15 damage.
Before anything of that happens, I would like to ask if I can try to catch at least one of them. Because I'm right underneath
You
them.
are not catching me. You're a tiny little doll.
I have a
would
+7 to
say
athletics.
Yes, but with your sizes, I do not think that is reasonable.
It's like
Can
you
I
try.
can I cash on the fall? Because
falling
I'm
Yeah, you're basically
I'm fluffy.
you're
I'm a
cushion.
pillow.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. They are falling from a substantial height.
They're
If you
probably
were
gonna
to
hurt
try
you.
and catch if you want to try and catch one of them, there is no rule for that. What will happen is you will just get the rule of a roll for him to land on you, which could incur you taking damage as well.
I was trying to take the damage instead of them because I am full HP.
Okay.
That's the plan.
In that case,
Yes.
So here's the thing: you're not going to be able to catch the Drow. She's too big.
That's fair.
You can try and catch
top of the
Corin.
Drow.
Corin, give me a dex roll.
I'm on top of the Drow, though,
Yes.
aren't I? How is
Yes.
he going to catch me?
Because you are falling from 30 feet in the air, so you're not exactly staying together.
But I'm tied to her with my sword.
Yeah, but your sword's quite long. It's a whip.
Oh, okay.
You can list to the side enough that he might be able to catch you.
I'm trying to cushion your fall.
One of your
with my
legs is
fluffy
going to
beak.
land on her.
Do I have to list to the side?
I guess if you want to avoid being caught by Leroy, then sure.
If you're twisting out of the way of Leroy.
Yeah, I want to do something cool. I'm going to just try and land on her and walk away.
Okay. So, you failed, which means, oh, good grief. Okay, so, here's how it works. She is already at dying 1. Now, she hits the ground, takes 15 damage, and jumps to dying 2. Then, you land, having failed, you still take 15 damage,
I'm alive.
and you land on her, which means she also takes half of the damage you took additionally, dropping her to dying 3.
Oh, she's so close to dying.
She is not quite dead, but almost.
Wow.
That's fun.
Okay, so she is currently... Okay. She is dying 3. And then you... here we go, dying 3. You take 15 damage, which knocks you down. No, it doesn't. That takes you up to 25. Yeah, you're down to 3 hit points, but you're still awake.
Oh, God.
And that... I think you still might have an action left.
Yeah,
After just...
my only action was to punch. I guess the
Just whack
balancing,
it.
I guess, would be enough one, wouldn't it?
No, the balancing was free.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've still got 2 actions. Now, I do have a healer's kit here. But, like...
Heal yourself.
Do I even...
Position.
I'm going to put you there.
I'm just going to roll a d20. Plus is bad. Okay, cool. Wait, where did that die result go? Was it a 9? That's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to pull out my healer's kit and try to stabilize her. I don't know how that works in this game.
So,
Medicine.
to stabilize her, you are going to need to make a medicine roll, and your check is going to be...
18?
I assume...
hang on. No, so you need to make a...
Was it
yes,
recovery
you need-
plus 5?
You need to hit an 18, yes.
Oh, no.
I assume that my risky surgery, where it deals damage to them, is going to kill her before I heal her, isn't it?
Yes, if the damage is done first,
Yeah, I deal damage
Then order of
just
operation.
before.
yes, in that case that would kill her first. Strictly speaking, you're not trying to heal her, you're trying to stabilize her. This is a first aid check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
cool.
isn't a
So,
true wound.
just a
Just give me a medicine roll.
medicine
You
check.
need an 18.
You need it. Yeah, you can do this.
If you fail badly enough, you might kill her.
See, I told you you could do it.
It's a miracle.
Okay, now I'm just going to double check this to make sure whether you fully stabilize her or whether you just reduce her dying level.
Heck. Either's good.
But I believe you do full stabilize. Attempt a medicine check, blah 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 blah. On first aid, it is dying while bleeding, blah blah blah. Success, if you're trying to stabilize. They lose
Type
the
your
dying
final
condition.
action.
But
No.
remain unconscious.
Yes, she is no longer dying.
Nice.
She is stable.
I'm just gonna wake her up and be like, I just wanted you to know it was me, and then stab her in the face.
Well, sadly, you'll have to wait until your next action for that.
I believe first aid is a 2 action, so
Is
you
it?
cannot.
Okay. Yeah, I am content. I'm just gonna slump
it?
down into the. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, getting the healer's kit out was 1 action, and healing for the first aid was another, so...
Ah, then you couldn't have.
It is. Well, no, I would have had. That would have been my last 2, wouldn't it? Because I had the punch and.
1 action. Oh no, yeah, administer first aid is 2 actions. Oh no, you need to be wearing or holding healer's tools, so yeah, you don't have to take them out.
Okay, cool.
So you're fine.
That's what the 2 actions is about. You got to get all your gear.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
Amaru's
just
turn.
straight down into the sand.
Amaru.
Come on,
points a
Amaru.
finger and does a big roar, and Doctor, you're stable.
Oh, what? Shit, yeah, nice. I'm not dying.
Whoa.
She casts stabilize. You are now just stable. It's a
I
cantrip.
forgot
You're
that was a
insta-stable.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
As long as Amaru's up, it's it's not difficult to stay alive.
So the Dryads are still moving and doing their things.
Yes.
Oh.
So Amaru
Oh,
is
Jay.
also going to move to the side, something that
Yes.
few people have had the wisdom to do. Leroy, you're up.
So, would I be able to hear Ulot being in danger from where I am? There is a lot of noise, so I don't know for sure.
I mean, she's sobbing. She's crashing through branches.
the general
Might be
crying
calling
and
out.
being.
Might be calling out.
Yeah, exactly.
She's trying to get to you. She's desperate for her teddy.
Will they be
basically.
able? Will they be aware of all of this?
You can hear.
Yeah, there's a hole in the wall right next to me.
Yeah.
So I'd say
everybody's
she's
down.
down. The Drow is down. She looks down. And,
Peaceful.
she looks sufficiently harmless at the moment. I'd say let's jump in. And the one and the where is the opening again?
Right there. Right where you are.
I cannot move down, so
Okay, if you leave the... Hang on. What if I...
I've seen everything and then. Oh wait, this is opened, closed. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's not moving in.
Okay, I don't know why you can't move through there, but I will put you inside.
Thank you very
It's
much.
doing the same for me.
There we go.
So, and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and oh no, Ulot is dying. The doctor is
I'm not dying.
well. Ulot is wounded. The
I look
doctor
pretty
is
bad.
in a very bad position, and Amaru is kind of okay.
Yeah, Mara's fine.
Also, there is a Dryad here, and she doesn't look good. And I'd say I'm sick of this wall. Bring down Mr. Gorbachev. Bring down this wall. So let's eat the Dryad.
Please kill her.
I still have. Oh wait, Sorry, that was. I did not mean to do that. It's a 20. Do I roll again or do I use the 21 that I just rolled by mistake?
Drag it onto one.
Sure thing.
No, not a new roll. I mean, you can drag
Oh.
the result onto her.
Oh, sorry. Then this.
Yes, but
Wait.
you drag the 13. You need to drag the 20.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Again.
There we go.
That's 8. Okay, finally. So I have a +5 for the fire weakness because I still have the vulnerability thing.
Mhm.
So that's gonna be a lot of damage. That's 12 damage and she's down.
Thank
Nice.
God.
Okay. And at this point, all the dryads will start to collapse and wither. The fire is still going.
That's one less problem at least. You
Does
know?
that include the Dryad? That's all the Dryads.
All the dryads. We're now out of initiative.
Thank God. I'm just gonna like politely mention, because you guys would have obviously seen this, but the Jarl.
So So, aren't you still unconscious?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I am. I'm just pointing at the obvious.
There's an unconscious / dying Jarl
Near the
right
fire.
next to you, Leroy.
So, I'm aware of the guy, of the Jarl, yes. And is he? Where is he again?
At the
Near
base
the
of the
doctor?
throne. At the base of the throne, I believe. Last was seen.
He is he's beneath the doctor. The doctor is standing on.
The wall is the wall no
Oh.
more?
Was he getting absolutely destroyed by all those thorn whip
Sorry,
things?
Oh yeah, I mean he was already dead. But
Oh, he's dead. He's just dead.
he's in
Oh.
several bits now.
Oh.
Just a moment, guys. Just a second. I need to solve a technical thing.
Okay.
Be right back.
It wasn't entirely clear whether or not he was dead at the time, but considering he's definitely dead now.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know where he was positioned.
Beneath
Okay,
you
this
there is
should
a sad face. There was a sad
Oh, it was
face.
the sad. I forgot what the sad face meant.
Oh,
So,
that's crushing. Amara, learn a revive spell right now.
so give me. I'm sorry. Give me a moment to. So the Jarl is unalived.
He's dead. Deader than a nail.
Dodo.
The Dryads are gone, basically. Yes.
I mean, they're still there, but they are now bereft of life.
Trees.
Dryads are just made of wood now instead of magically enhanced moving wood. That's still an improvement. And there is a big fucking fire. Do we hear from the town sounds that will make us think something like all the Dryads are unmoving now? You know, like...
Well, you hear less screaming.
I'm sorry, I'm just hearing the keyboard right now and nothing else.
You hear less screaming now.
That's good, that's good. I'd say I would like to call for help to stop the flames. That sounds like a reasonable idea, you know? A big shouting, the middle is on fire, bring some water, you know? First thing I do.
Okay, you go out and start shouting for people to bring you water. Water is brought by several townsfolk, and they will gather around. They will put out the fire.
And in the meantime, let's bring Zishan as far away from any open fire as we can, you know.
Wake me up. Wait, can I even wake up?
And take the Jarl also. Well, he is dead, but still, take the Jarl
We need a
to
Viking's funeral.
safer place, at least out of respect.
You mean gather the pieces of his body and bring them somewhere?
He'd be pretty smashed up.
Oh yes, he got smashed up.
I
by
sent
the-
Helen the message last session.
Yes,
She's just been so busy, you know.
with the entire rest of the town being attacked. Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to also send her another message.
Okay. What
And
does it
just
say?
say the Jarl is dead, as I'm attempting to pick Leroy up and cuddle him like a rag doll. While he's shouting
Take
about
offense to that metaphor.
do things. Oh, don't take offense. That's just a description of how I'm picking you up. Unless
I know
you
that
don't want
one.
to be picked up. You are a rag doll. You're not a rag doll, you're a puppet.
I'm just tying some rope around the drow,
Drow.
dragging her in by the feet.
Is it possible to wake up Zishan at this point? How does it work?
Medicine check, I believe. I need some
Because
HP.
she's stable, but I don't know exactly.
I think I need at least like 1 HP to wake up. But Josh, what? I don't know.
You need someone to basically rouse you to give you a 1 hit point back.
Okay, so
Someone is going to have to basically do an actual medicine roll on you.
can Amaru do
Could
it?
it be Amaru? Yeah, exactly.
Because
Yes,
best friend.
Amaru can attempt a medicine roll.
Can Banu... No, that'd be a bad idea, sorry. That's a stupid thing to say.
I don't think Bono can do a medicine roll.
No, he just waves. He just rifles
He's
through
good
my...
at lots of things, but I'm not sure medicine.
He rifles through my pockets and just steals all the weed. And then that wakes me up, you know?
Okay, so that's going to be DC 15.
I think Amaru's got the same...
Oh Jesus, come on.
I think she's probably going to spend
To not kill Zishan?
Please!
spend a hero point.
Nat 1.
That is
One less than what's needed, because
yeah,
it's 15.
needed a 15, so that's not actually a success.
And you have to wait an hour before you can do it again, right?
Yes.
Before anyone can do it again, or before Zishan?
Before
Sorry, Amaru.
Amaru can.
No, the target is then temporarily immune to treat wounds for an hour.
Oh.
So it's you are just
So you
lying
are
there.
unconscious at least for the next hour, unfortunately.
Oh, yay.
You're not dead though, at least.
Ah, that's something.
You are also stable, so you get wounded 1.
How does... trying to look at my alchemical crafting. Can I just go find stuff to create a healing potion?
You can give me a survival roll to do some scavenging, sure.
Before I do it, could I have a guesstimate of how long it'd take me?
About 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'll try a survival roll.
Okay.
If I had any hero points, I would use them on you.
I just do this. 13.
13, you will get some not great ingredients. You reckon you could do enough to heal a very, very small amount, but you would also need to purify it, so you're going to need a crafting roll to get anything out of it.
I mean, I'll give that a shot whilst other people are trying to do their things.
Okay, go for it. Alright, you managed to create a weak healing potion that will heal a hit point. It's mostly water.
Basically, how are those named again?
Massage her throat so she swallows
How
it.
are those things called again? The salts you use to wake up someone who is fainted.
Smelling salts.
Smelling salts.
What you have created is like you've basically put some whiskey and some water into a vial and then added some leaves.
I found some licorice root and it's just really strong licorice.
But yes, Doctor, you wake up with a hit point. Congratulations.
Welcome back.
She's just gonna look around and say, "Alright, what happened? Yeah, okay, thanks. Nobody else is dead, right? That's...
I'm sorry, where is the Drow again? Because I will make sure
Oh, I
You
dragged
said
her
you dragged her
as well.
in. Yeah, somebody dragged her in.
once I'm sure that everyone is alive, at least aside from the Jarl, you know, I would like to make sure that the prisoner is kept safely for interrogation purposes and stuff.
Okay, well, I think let us take a 5-minute break and then we'll come back for that.
That
Cool.
sounds amazing. Yeah.
I'm just gonna add, because I can do treat medicines, so if anybody wants me to do that whilst in this break, because I know the roll and the health you get back, so I can just do the roll.
Somehow got no damage during this fight, so
I'm
we care of
nearly
everyone
dead.
else.
Okay, yeah, I'll spend
I also stupidly stood in that line that killed you, so...
yeah, I'll spend, okay, you and Corin. Oh wow, okay, yeah, I'll treat, I can do once per hour, I mean, per person.
Oh, I've got something that's relevant to this that I will look up during the break also.
Because I think if I spend an hour, it doubles. Yeah, it doubles what I heal, so that's nice. blah 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 blah.
All right, last question before the break.
Josh might already be on, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Do you know how long, like,
Go on.
technically speaking, how long are we playing tonight?
I
Just to
don't.
get an idea.
What time
We
is it?
generally don't go much after 10
10.
GMT, which would be about half an hour from now. So
Yeah, we're only going for another 20 minutes, half an hour.
Okay, I wanted to confirm that.
Nice. So.
Well,
I see.
break? Or not break, I don't know.
Yeah, we're having a short break.
Yeah.
Okay.
people need a
Then we'll
wee.
have another
I'll be
20
back in a
minutes.
moment.
All right, see you soon.
So 17 HP. I'm just making sure I know who I'm healing.
Nice.
That's one's for you, Yulof. Because I can. It takes an hour, but if I succeed, I can just spend an hour and it doubles what I heal, which is better than doing risky stuff because that damages you. So I could kill you, which is. I'll sort this out before I go off because then I don't have to do anything silly. Let's see. Was a medicine check. Then I spend. Okay.
Oh, and on off weeks, whenever there's a time that we aren't able to do Strahd, I may have a one shot at some point. Or if we can't play this, if that's something people fancy sometime. Oh. Hello, someone.
Hello?
Ah, yes, there was a lot of wind in your...
No, I can't.
It's all gone now, though.
I can hear you.
Awesome.
I don't know why, but for some reason, when my headphones are off temporarily, they just, I don't know, stop working. No, I haven't switched them off. They're too fast. Where is it?
Cool. Oh wait, I forgot to heal myself. That was very important. I have like, what, 1 HP? Okay, yeah, I suppose.
So is it 10 for me and 6 for Corin?
17 for you and
Oh,
16 for Corin, which is funny
Okay,
because
it's the whole thing.
Yeah, I've just applied it.
Thank you.
I rolled 16 and 16 for Corin, which is, I don't know, funny. Let's now make the medicine roll for me and watch me fail. Oh no, that's nice. And is it okay if I take the next 3 hours in
Did I
game
miss something?
to heal myself?
Like, 3 hours in game to heal yourself.
Well, if I spend 1 hour healing somebody, so I gave you 16 HP doing a medicine check. If I spend an hour, it basically doubles the amount of heal.
Oh,
But obviously I
Wow,
need
that's a lot of HP.
so, yeah.
B-Gen. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good, so.
Yeah, I needed to heal
Free
myself.
health. I've just realised.
I did a medicine check on you, and you've got 16 back.
Oh wow, what did I miss?
And I was just doing the
You've
checks
been
whilst
medicined.
everybody was away, because it's like a lot of checks and a lot of rolls, and I don't want to kind of.
Oh,
Um,
I'm just
Josh,
hoping,
you-
like, Josh gets back if he's not.
I'm here.
Josh is
Yeah,
Josh
back.
there. Oh, okay.
Oh, Josh is not back? I'm not sure.
No, Josh is here.
Ignore me.
I'm sorry.
I think I was the last person to get back. So I'm confused. So I'm healing for another 16 then.
yeah.
Okay.
How do I do
I'll do
that?
it.
Yeah, you just have to go into your character sheet and go into and change your wound value. So it's like, that's your damage taken. And you have to change
There
it.
we go, I've just done it.
Oh, that's an interesting system.
Yeah, it's a bit different. So yeah, but basically all barely alive, well, mostly fully healed, sort of.
We're doing great.
Yeah.
Alright. So you have, I'm going to assume you have tied the drow up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have any rope or any character reason to tie her up, but
Karen did.
hopefully somebody else is clever.
I assume
Yeah,
that
sorry, I would have.
I assume that some of the villagers might help us with that. You know, they have prisons.
Has freaking Helen turned up yet? But she's pissed off the Jarl's dead.
I mean, that's understandably.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pissed off the Earl's dead because, you know, he was a nice guy.
What was good? Josh, Eulantha's probably just sitting and she's staring up at the window that turned into Grandma's face, and she's I'm just calling her Grandma for because she was an old woman. I know who she is, but it's all good. I think I do. Anyway, staring at that and just trying to make sense of what she saw when everything was slowed down. So I don't know if there's any kind of check related to that, or if that's just on me as the player to kind of make sense of like why the Jarl's body was pulling things in, or
You can make take whatever away from that you think you can.
okay, as in me the player, I can. and he was pulling, his body was pulling every living. Was it living things?
You just felt like it was as if you were walking on an incline towards him.
See, Shan's just gonna like
Very strange.
wait for a second, and after healing everybody, just kind of sigh. So it's all over. We've got the Drow who was responsible, and we're gonna torture her for information. Correct?
Well, that sounds absolutely awful. No, we're not torturing anyone.
She kind of
We are
deserves it.
asking.
You don't need
for
to ask. If you ask, she won't tell. You need to inflict a little pain, as a little
If
bit
you
of
torture,
vengeance.
she will tell us whatever we want to hear. I'm the king. Doctor, I understand that you are a medical expert. I'm the king. I know how to talk. Don't you worry, I will take care of interrogating her.
You see like a small nod, and she just doesn't say anything. Out of curiosity, where's she being stored?
I would ask Josh that because I'm not
That's up to
entirely
you.
sure.
Where do you want to have put her?
I will make sure to keep an eye on her, so like prison cell or whatever they have, but somewhere where I can easily get.
Well, there is no prison in town. You know that.
They don't have cells.
No, they're generally more of the either exile or chop off your head types here.
That's
Exile,
fair. That's fair.
Hang her over the fire pit.
And I would also like to add that while Leroy is mostly a pacifist, an execution is still on the table as an option. But yeah, I would have her then tied up.
Really a pacifist
and,
if execution is on the table.
Well, technically,
yeah.
I believe you can still be a pacifist if you see violence as the last resort. No? I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter.
Anyway,
Leroy is a doll. You don't try to use philosophy on them.
they must have like a like log storage hut or something like that.
Yes, we are putting her
Where it's like a
into-
shed where there's no windows.
Yeah, you
it's
can
just
lock her
one
up in
door.
a shed if you like.
Yeah, that sounds about nice, and leave someone to keep an eye on her specifically to make sure that she doesn't try to move the wood again.
Barno?
I
mean,
volunteer
Barno's
for
good,
that,
but
and because
I will put someone that can talk as well.
she is wounded, and as a doctor, it's probably closest to my
How about
responsibility.
we put the character who's not here there?
Amaru, I suppose she'll do as well. She's quite.
Amaru is very good,
Good
At
at-
this point,
Yeah.
Helen will run in, heavily breathing with a sword out.
You were like 3 hours too late.
What happened?
The Jarl's dead. The village was on fire. Go on, Corin.
Unfortunately, during the combat here with this elven lady, the Jarl has succumbed to his injuries. We tried the best we could, but
It wasn't enough.
could not save him.
There were a lot of dryads, and they were doing a lot of. They were striking around a lot.
Can
so
I
it was pretty chaotic.
watch carefully as she reacts to this?
Yes, you can give me a perception, please.
At this point, it's mostly for the meme, but I would also like to watch carefully, but not because I think that she will, I don't know, be terrible or whatever, just because I want to see how sad she is, because I want to be a good king and comfort my subjects. But you know, because it's a meme that I always roll perception on her.
You get, Corin.
Can I roll as well? Sorry.
You can roll as well.
Yay.
Okay, both of you will get a sort of combination, a mixture of frustration and relief.
Okay. I won't display any signs of knowing that I've caught that on Schlair talk.
He went down valiantly. I can't say that word. Valiantly.
Valiant.
Well, that is something, I suppose. People need to get in bed. And what is this one?
The person who caused all the trouble.
Killed Cial?
Yes.
We don't know if she was. Well, I believe the Dryads did the deed, but she was the one controlling them.
Well, no, she killed Jarl because she summoned the Dryads after we entered, and the Jarl was on the ground dead at that point.
Yes, I believe they. Well, regardless.
Cial, so that punishment is obvious for that.
Yes, but before we should ask her, because I believe that she was hired to do this by someone, and we should understand who was the
Mastermind
behind her, the mastermind behind her actions. She said that someone was paying her.
We are not saying not to kill her, just
wait.
hold off.
Torture her a bit first.
An execution might be in order later.
Helen
Even
does not look surprised at that.
She's not surprised that somebody hired her?
Mm-hmm.
That's...
Why did it take you so long to come, Helen? I called you.
I heard a voice in my head. Unfortunately, there were quite a lot of voices outside my head because the entire town had started to attack the town.
And to be fair, Helen wouldn't have been much help here.
I had to deal with the entire rest of the town, not just one building.
Good job keeping the
I
town
want to try
safe.
and read her see if she's telling the full truth to that.
Yeah, you think she is telling the truth. You don't think she delayed on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
you know, I'm not exactly a subtle person unless I'm trying very hard. So Lyra goes like, you know, of someone that might want the Jarl dead? I mean, I'm sure there are many ways for him to come back eventually, but it's still
Who's next in
a
line
big annoyance.
to be? Actually, Leroy's next in line to be the Jarl because of the thing that happened when we arrived.
I mean, I am the High King. I am already above the Jarl as a rank, but you know, yes.
Is that technically true?
I believe I will.
Strictly speaking,
I believe that.
I would be the next in line for the Jarlship, and the little one would be. She's running through stuff, and you could see Corin particularly. You, Corin, have seen this look on many people in your life. It is the look of someone who has walked themselves into a contract and they are desperately scanning their brain for a loophole.
Well,
She looks
Helena.
protector.
Helen. This is interesting. If you're next in line to be the Jarl, then logically one would assume that you have the most to gain from the current Jarl's death. I'm not pointing fingers or anything, but I don't want the townspeople to, you know, think ill of you in this particularly troubling time. So maybe you should try being a bit more honest with us.
Cial had a habit of throwing his weight about. I am not surprised that there would be someone he has wronged in the past who might want some sort of revenge, and then it hits the entire rest of the town.
That doesn't sound like a good leader.
No. But strictly speaking, the previous Jarl declared the little one to be the king, and saving the town does warrant you being extended an invitation to join the clan, should you desire it.
Sounds perfect. An equal reward to the task we accomplished.
That sounds like something that would be proper for the Eye King to be accepted within many clans, of course, yes. This sounds about right, although I believe we should first take care of the Jarl and the rights that he would appreciate for himself.
We will deal with that. He will need to be laid out, and the priestess will deal with him initially, and then we'll have a ceremony. We shall need several. We shall also need a ceremony for you, and you are all eligible now, should you wish to participate and join the clan. And
I
then
believe
we
all of
will
them-
need another one with a rebuilding.
I would probably not use wooden walls anymore, to be fair. Those failed terribly.
I'm sure there are ways to ward them against such magic in the future. That's probably the best way to avoid having to rebuild everything out of stone.
Do you know any powerful mages, perhaps, who would do that for us?
Looks
Or a
at you,
stonemason,
Loth.
perhaps.
You can't build shit. She's just staring at these stained glass windows with a weird look on her
To
face.
be fair, there is a chance that the elf might be able to do this. If she was able to summon them, she might also be able to ward them against such magic.
Exactly the most trustworthy.
But I don't know if I will trust her with that.
I'm with Corin.
Nonetheless,
Don't trust her.
we should probably interrogate her and understand her motives exactly and her methods as well. Once we know that, we might know how to ward against such attempts in the future. And who knows? Maybe if we offer her not to execute her, she might defend the village at least from this sort of attack.
Doubt
I'm not
it.
sure that's really going to be on the table.
I'm not, of course, saying that we should completely pardon her. Just offer her a chance to atone from her crimes in a more constructive way. She seems to be a mercenary of sorts, so I don't believe that her loyalties are especially
I don't think she has any
bound.
loyalties if she's a mercenary.
Exactly.
Well, I
But
suppose
exactly because of that, I'm saying that if her life is on the line, she might actually help us.
do we have anything to offer? I mean, I guess does the town have
Her life.
anything to offer her?
Not executing her, I'd say that's a pretty big offer.
She will just run away the first step.
Well, I
I'm
suppose,
sure we can find ways to avoid that.
I suppose the
But
first
regardless,
thing to do
first
is,
interrogation, then we can decide what to do with her exactly.
I suppose the first thing to do is talk to this drow.
We don't know
Elf,
what a drow
elf,
is actually.
sorry, elf.
Also, it's such a curious look on her, don't you think? I don't think I've ever seen such an elf before.
Just beware
Not
her
in any
magic.
books.
You might want to not let her speak. And perhaps I could communicate with her.
Tie up,
If stuff is stuck in her mouth, I
Huh.
might be able to communicate with her without her opening her mouth to speak or cast a spell.
also tie her hands. I saw her using those when she was here to try and cast something at me. So hands.
I believe
Hands
most of her spells will require her hands to be free. I don't think there is much powerful magic that can be cast without your hands.
Tie her hands up or chop
Last
them off.
time When I was... Okay. Yulof, you seem a little bit out of it. Is this your first time killing, or... You weren't really alive.
I nearly died. I've never nearly died before.
Oh, that's a good thing.
It's an inexperienced, you know.
I mean, just out of character, we're all level 2, so What you guys been doing to nearly die?
Tragic backstory.
Okay, that doesn't involve being heroic anyway. There's just something very weird going on. I don't know. There's something weird about the Jarl's death. It just feels strange.
I have an incredibly weird question. I always have the weirdest questions. So, do corpses count as objects in Pathfinder?
I will make an on-the-fly ruling depending on the situation. Because that is a dangerous question to ask.
Yes. Because I would like to know if my psychometric resonance thingy can be used in any way around the... I'm not asking to speak with dead, of course, but like, can I do anything to try to gather more informations out of the Jarl and his possessions before the funeral?
I
basically?
could do detect magic, which I would probably
That's probably really
do.
good. I'm also gonna ask Helen if I can perform a, what's it called? Post-mortem?
Autopsy?
Post-mortem
I believe you're
autopsy.
talking about an autopsy.
Yeah, that's one. I'm gonna ask Helen if I can perform that just based on the fact that Yulof's quite perceptive about these things. Obviously, after your detect magic, just to see.
Also, I feel like something should be noted. Although, if an autopsy is not post-mortem, then you're killing someone.
Or they've got regenerative capabilities, really high regenerative capabilities, and you're just torturing them.
By definition, an autopsy is taking apart a corpse, so you know.
I know, but I
it's
like
not
saying
post-mortem-
What if it's
post-mortem.
a zombie?
Something horrible.
What if it's a zombie and you're performing?
That's technically still post-mortem, at least once.
And
You know.
on that tremendously hypothetical note, I think we will end it for the evening.
Yeah, because it's going to start to get
So-
gory.
So can we make an autopsy as well? Not right now. That's an important question.
We shall see next
Next
time.
session.
That's fair. That's fair.
Did we level up? Probably not, but I always ask.
So you have.
I don't think I can deal with having more new skills and abilities. I'm just wrapping my head around the ones that I got last time.
So you can I think it would be better to level up next time. You are at the point where I'm okay to give you another level. However, next session I expect to be a interrogation and roleplay session. I expect no fighting. Yes. Because there's a lot we have to do the interrogation. We also have to do like 4 different rituals for this town.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That'll be fun.
I have a couple
yeah.
mechanical questions, but can wait a moment. Also, Fliss, I wanted to say, if out of session you want some help with whatever mechanical thing,
Not at all. It's an issue of remembering all the stuff that's on my sheet.
Oh,
when we play every 2 weeks, it's not going to stick until I'm using it. That's the way I learn. So yeah.
Oh, that's fair. Just
So it was helpful to be reminded about shield block, for example, because I know that, but hadn't recalled it.
I'm already the one with a lot of knowledge, so you know.
Just keep feeding it to us.
Good.
I'd like to also note, even levels are your class levels, odd levels are your non-class levels. So
Yeah.
you will. This is one.
They're
of the-
different, yes.
Yeah, this is one of the easier ones. You'll pick up
Yes.
a skill feat and a general feat, which are
Oh,
more
nice.
out
Right.
of combat, utility, roleplay helping stuff.
A
So
skill feat? I thought it's just a general feat and a skill increase. Or it's...
Skill increase.
maybe because skill feats and general feats are sort of the same thing.
Oh, I see. I can do mine at this
I believe that technically there are very few feats that are general feats and not skill feats, but that's the
There
exception,
is
not the rule.
distinctions, but yeah.
Oh, I see. As looking for... Can I do mine now, but just because that's like one thing I need to pick. If that's okay.
Yeah, okay, so everyone may have a level up, but you may choose to do it after next session if you prefer.
I'm not doing it right now. I have a question though.
Sorry, just before that, I would like to say, so as a psychic, you do get a little bit of extra stuff.
What?
But it's not as intense, because
Okay.
you get access to second level spells, but you don't get spells automatically. I have to give them to you, so
Okay.
you get access to them, but you won't have any.
Well,
It's not
see, no, well, I do through my emotional thing, but
Oh yes, but that's
but now I can finally cast it, which is good.
yes. You will also
Anyway.
get a signature spell. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool.
Okay, cool. Anyway,
Has anyone searched the Drow yet?
So I have a random question.
I don't
No,
think
it's not a
so.
question, more of a clarification. I realized after taking the scroll thaumaturgy bullshit thingy that to craft scrolls I also needed the magical crafting skill fit that I will probably take now, I guess. Sounds like the right time to do that. So sadly I could not craft scrolls till now, but I hope that I will be able to do such things in the future.
So did anyone search her? Or...
no one has searched her.
Cool. That's fine. Just keep in mind.
Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone very much for playing.
Oh yeah, that was very
That was
fun.
very
Any
fun.
feedback, goods, bads, stuff to improve, etc.
Oh, it's good.
I would quite like, especially with the longer breaks between the sessions. I don't know, it's a pain for you, but I think if there had been a Jarl token rather than the smiley face, I would have done better with that. And I think there were a few other things where it probably would have been helpful to have a visual representation on this. So I think there's something that's quite crucial. So I don't know if it would have made a difference, but if somebody had dragged the Jarl out of the line of the thorn whip, would that have made any difference? Maybe that's why you didn't kind of have a token for him, that kind of thing. It might not have mattered, but yeah, just if there is anything that does matter, it'd be nice to have a visual for it.
Yeah.
Sorry, just noting.
But otherwise, otherwise I thought it was very fun.
It was really fun. Despite
But we
me,
almost all died.
I actually didn't use any of my new abilities because I forgot what they did because I changed class, subclass.
Changed class. Oh,
Again, what class are you on?
No, just subclasses.
spoilers.
It's just a different gunslinger, but yeah,
Oh,
was-
so you changed subclass.
yeah. It was fun though. It was really fun, despite me forgetting everything.
Two quick questions I have. For the cards, do we get new ones every session? Is it?
So you discard down to 3 at the end of the session, and I will return. People will get 1 new card if they help with the recap at the start of the session.
Cool.
Does
They don't
anyone
change
have
mechanics.
cards that draw? Just give people cards essentially.
Nope.
I don't believe there are any cards that just draw, but there are cards that make you, for example, discard and redraw a different number.
Yeah. And finally, is there any way to export our sheets?
Only in a form that lets you re-import it into Fantasy Grounds.
Yes, there's nothing readable exportation, like a PDF or whatnot.
I don't think so.
No worries, that's fine. I'll just have to keep an external backup so I don't have to keep being like, Josh, can you put the server up? Which means I can...
It's not hard for me to put the server up, I just need to be about.
No, it's fine. It means I can just access like a web page whenever I want to. If I want to just have a quick glance over 2 secs, it's no problems at all for me.
I've duplicated my sheet in Path Builder for that purpose.
Yes,
but
that's what I'm
it's a little bit, it's a little bit pokey.
Other than that, though, it was fun. I enjoyed that very much,
What's your-
especially surfing the Drow.
That's
Mm.
then that entire sequence was very fun.
Is there anything you think would be improved if it was changed?
I don't. It's not. Well, this is a general suggestion, not something specific to the game, but I think that it will be help. At some point, someone shared a list of common combat actions, I believe, but I don't know where it is. I think that
I've got them in a Google Drive. I can repost them.
I think it will be nice to have that thing pinned and
Yeah, that was
during combat.
that was the
because,
tumble. I really wish I'd remembered about tumble because I would have tried to do that on that turn. And so that's a good shout. I will repost the ones that I have.
because I think that will be very helpful for everyone. I had to, for example, I completely forgot about Demoralize last session. I remembered it for this session, but could have been useful. Also, fuck me, if I take... Now this is... Sorry, I was just thinking out loud, nothing to do with the session. I just realized that I want too many feats.
I do have one thing I think would be good. If a player's not here and we're like in combat, I think it would probably be best if we do have someone or the DM play them.
Or consensus
Because
playing them or something. Yeah.
I think there definitely could be times where, we may straight up just lose a fight if we are missing, like, for example, our healer or something like that.
Yeah.
I have a small suggestion for this, if you're okay with it, if everyone is okay with it. We could make the absent player into functionally a minion, like one of us has to use an action to give directions, but other than that they can do their stuff like normal, basically.
That's
We've really-
disadvantaging us just
Yeah.
Yes,
because
that's
somebody's not
that's a
here.
disadvantage, true.
I think that
In
might
my
overcomplicate
personal
it a bit.
opinion, at least, I think it's better just to have someone like play them, because it can
And that's fine.
really be negative to just miss a person in combat when it has been balanced previously around them being there.
Unless Josh can rebalance behind the scenes, which is
So-
quite a...
I can. It is easier for me to rebalance enemies on the fly. The difficulty is, it is challenging to give someone else control of someone's character.
Yeah.
So,
It's probably a conversation for all of us together, like,
Yeah.
what do you want done with your character?
'cause
Like, I personally, if somebody killed you off while I wasn't here, I'd be okay,
Oh,
because
yeah,
she's
yeah,
just a character and I'll live, but...
I don't think it's fair to kill off someone's character if they're not present.
No.
And I don't think. So part of the trouble is the easiest thing for me is to rebalance it because I have complete control of the NPCs and I can. I know enough that I can rebalance things on the fly to drop a player.
So mechanically, it's more of an issue really than anything else.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense then.
It's
The problem is
more work.
rebalancing something like the healing capabilities
healer
of one of our
bit,
two. Yeah, that feels like you can't really rebalance that.
I
You can drop hit points and stuff, but
I think perhaps what to do is to have okay, so I think I have a potential solution because doing a full control of a person is difficult when I'm trying to run a load of other things in my head at the same time, and I can't properly give someone else control. So I think the best thing might be to sort of designate a type of action that character is best at, and it's not even necessarily like an action they take. It's more of a passive thing that's going.
it's like what they would do if they were here.
Exactly. And so they don't even have to have a turn, really. It's sort of a modifier on the whole scene. Like, Amaru will need to move around, but Amaru will always go to heal people if possible. If Corin isn't here, then Corin won't do anything, but will do
Try and
suppressive
explode
fire on
people.
people. And
That makes
anyone
sense.
who's trying, it won't hit anyone, but everyone will be at a penalty because they're being suppressed, or you know, that kind of a thing. Does that seem like a good idea for people?
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
Okay.
And I guess if people had a particular idea that they wanted to propose to you of what their character might do when they weren't here, they could propose that. That gives us some agency as well.
Yeah, I was like poking Rose DMs whilst I was dead just to see if he had any spells that could do that, and Josh basically did what he said he would do, which just as an aside, but yeah. I've leveled up and now I can craft stuff. Bombs.
It's very much still a learn. Hey, yeah, I can craft bombs as well.
Remind how we level.
Click tracker, click add level.
Tracker. I was gonna click tracker. Yes.
Yeah, basically you have to go into Path Builder or something to see what you get when you level up, because it doesn't tell you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I've been using that to...
Oh no, mine says add general feat 1, and it says apply skill increase.
Oh, okay, I probably
It
didn't read
like,
it.
List the options, does it? Or...
No, it doesn't. You kind of have to
Check
go...
entry and manually apply. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I've built it before.
The stuff in massive
Feat
red,
quick filters, Jen. Yeah.
So the stuff in massive red is telling you need to do this manually. The other stuff is like, check it, but it's already been done.
So,
But like for the general feat, if you click feat quick filters, I've just clicked Jen and it's just popped up with all the general feats.
Yes.
So that's quite, it's not quite automated, but it's not terrible.
Nice.
is there a place where I can list, I can have like a list of stuff I can make? Because I just picked up a alchemist feat. I can make 4 different recipes. That's it.
Okay, so recipe. Okay. So
Sorry.
recipes require. Yeah, you've broken out the crafting.
I don't need ingredients because I can make 3. I kind of have like a thing where I have 3 infused reagents per day, which I can make anything with. So it's less complicated.
Making full-on stuff requires you to have the blueprints for it. So it's alchemy stuff you're doing, right?
Yeah, I immediately get like 4 recipes, and I immediately get reagents equal to my level per long rest, I guess, or just rest.
So what you're going to want to do is go into the items tab, go into type, you want to select alchemical, and level select 3. You're going to want...
Thanks for session, guys.
Alright, have a good one.
Have a good one.
Sorry, I'm still at items tab.
No, not the items tab. In the right-hand side
Oh,
of
I
the screen,
see.
go to the main items box.
Okay, sorry about this.
Nice. On your sheet, you will want a... probably best to put it in the notes section. We can create like a recipe book in your inventory that will drop stuff into... Actually, no, it's better to do this now. I'm going to give you a recipe book.
Cool. This is purely...
Crafter's book. Formula book. Here we go. Okay, here's a formula book. So, what you want to do. In your inventory, there is a formula book. Do you see it?
It's sorted It's not sorted. It is sorted alphabetically. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Open that shield icon to get that up.
Oh, nice.
Now, can you unlock it?
It's just give it. Oh yeah, there's a lock button. Yeah, I can.
Excellent, it's unlocked. So what you want to do? Probably best to put it in the... I'm just going to delete all of the... There we go. So the bottom section below effect, the extra wide box.
Yeah.
What you want to do is drag drag the shield of the item you want to be able to make from the items lookup table box into that extra wide zone in your formula book.
Okay. So I can just Google the item. I mean, got to Google the item. Just type it in. What's bottled lightning? Because I don't even know how to spell bottle. It needs to be a level 1, so I'm guessing that's lesser. Oh, it says level 1. So just drag it into the book under effect. I mean, not effect, but the thing under effect.
Oh, nice. Signature spells is awesome.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to get... This is a very weird thing to ask. How do I get a list of all magic items? Because if I'm taking a magical crafting, I get 4 formulas.
Go into... Are you in Archives of
Archives, yes. I'm using Archives currently.
I think if you go into Equipment and then like all equipment, you can... There's literally just a magic items tab. Sorry.
Yeah. Midnight, you'll want to then click the end of your bottle lightning lesser, and you just hit return and get another line. Yeah, and then do it again.
Cool. I've got 4 items I can do, so I'm just gonna look up alchemical bombs to see what the other 3 are, so I can just be ready for next session.
And in terms of signature spells, that applies to cantrips as well?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. Each level. Very good. Cool. All right, I'm gonna probably bounce now, having leveled myself up.
For playing.
Yeah, see y'all in 2 weeks.
See you all in 2 weeks.
That was very fun. Thank you very much.
Several back-to-back ceremonies.
Yikes,
It's gonna be just a session of ceremony. Very, very good. I hope you have some good, like, chanting music or something, Josh.
Yeah, I will have some time to find some. It has been like, I'm hoping we've got like the whole last like 3 or 4 sessions have been the span of an evening. And
in my experience, that's
been
fairly
fights.
normal.
And now I'm hoping that this roleplay next session will be like, okay, and then there's the next 3 days worth of stuff, and we can actually advance the plot, and you can get proper direction and options for what you actually want to move towards.
Well, I feel like the plot is advancing. The Jarl is dead and Leroy's the king, so... I mean, the Jarl.
I mean, I was already the king.
I know, that's why I correct myself. You're the Jarl.
No, you're not the Jarl.
Oh. I thought he did
You're the
get to be the Jarl. Didn't she
Helen gets
cede
to be
the Jarldom?
No, he gets to be... He was declared
Her
to be the king.
superior, yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's an
Yes,
important
he was declared
subpoint.
as king.
Okay. So she has to answer to him.
Yes.
She probably doesn't like that very much.
That's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Very fun.
Alright.
I was having a lot of fun anyway.
It's even funner. Okay, well, have a good one, everybody. I'll see you soon. Take
Bye.
care.
See you in
Night,
2
night.
weeks.
I should probably go.
I'm just about finished, so it's weird to have the option to craft stuff. Unholy water doesn't count as a bomb. Yeah, I'll be like 2 seconds. I'm just trying to figure out what's the most fun alchemical bomb to throw. And I can use them later as shots in my gun. So cool. They're there. And that's done. And I have like, I'm gonna put like usage like 3 in there, so I know that I've got 3 charges per day to use because it's equal to my level. and I should be done with leveling.
Nice.
Cool. So yeah, I can make 3 bombs per day, and then later on, when we get to next level, I can use those bombs as in my gun.
Okay.
And now you're also using gas. A lot of explosions in this place.
We're probably going to be wanting to have... Okay, we're going to need to redo your actions.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, it does the damage of my gun plus the bomb, I think, and if I fail, like the check, it just hits me and it explodes in my face.
Yeah. Well, that is something to work out
Later.
In the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not any time. That's level 4 stuff. So I don't need to worry about that for like a month or two. We'll never hit. I'll die before I hit level 4.
I don't know. I don't have PCs die very often.
I know, but it's just I think in every battle I've hit the dying condition and I've got a bit closer. So I mean I'm just unlucky, but it's just if the things continue the way they are, next battle I'll be like almost dead, and the battle after I'll be dead, because I've gotten 1 close to death each battle.
Yes, but your wound is gonna heal, so hopefully you'll be good.
Yeah, it was a really fun session tonight, and I'll see you later.
Thank you for playing. Are we doing Strahd again next?
Yes, definitely. I've got
Awesome.
something special planned, I think.
Ooh.
I hope it goes well, but yeah, we'll see. See you all next week. All right.
Good night.